Hello and welcome. I am Ash Mannix. For some reason the game just took a few seconds to kick in there. Thank you, OBS. And it is Sunday evening once again. The time caught up with me. Well, I knew the time was coming. I was just being stubborn because I was working on a new feature for my old OBS countdown plugin. And I've been spending far too much time getting the UI to work in the way I want it for this feature. And nobody cares. No, I mean, there one or two people have asked for this specific thing. I'll talk about it later when I've got it working. But yeah, I mean, who am I doing this for? I'm doing it for myself. Doing it for myself. I'm not doing it for anyone else. I'm awesome. But yes, I was preoccupied with that and try to spend as much time on it as I could. I think I spent most of the weekend working on it and bits of last week. So I think last weekend I spent some time on it as well. So yes. Anyway, what a great start to the stream. Let us continue, shall we? Let me switch to the right scene. Fucking hell. Come on, Ash. Let me open my can of Monster. I need this. I think I realised something. I think I need Monster energy drink. Otherwise I just get so easily frustrated. I need some energy. Otherwise I get super easily frustrated. I need to drink less of this. What's it say on the back of this? Right, I've got this Monster Energy Zero Sugar one. People have been blowing up our inbox for years asking for a zero sugar Monster. We got it, but this ain't soda pop, dude. What the fuck is this in the 90s? Making a zero sugar drink that's good enough to earn the Monster M ain't that easy. Finally, with a retooled energy blend, new sweetener system, and after hundreds of failed flavours, we absolutely got it right. Monster Zero Sugar with B vitamins, which is probably fucking useless, and caffeine to motivate you to work. I mean, play harder. So generally you feel pretty damn good. Zero sugar, more Monster magic. Unleash the beast. Fucking hell. I've never read that before. Dare I look at the ingredients for this? Fucking, I'm pretty sure it's toxic. Anyway, let's get into this. Yes. Now, where did we stop off here? I think I was starting to suspect that just give it. Oh shit, we were in jail. Oh damn, yeah, we could have stopped at a cliffhanger last time, didn't we? Detention center, holding cell. Damn, Edgeworth, this isn't your first time at the rodeo as well. Barbie. Come on. Never thought I'd spend another night in here again. Oh, don't lose connection. I need a better... Maybe I need to put a Bluetooth receiver at the front of my PC or something. Fuck, you know. And they stripped me of all the evidence we'd so painstakingly gathered. Did they? Oh my god! Well, they don't have the profile. They didn't take the profiles from us. Why have you only got the Yatagrasu pen? Even if they did let me keep Kay's Yatagrasu pen. Okay. I can't help but worry about her. They'd better be treating her well. Wait, is this the same prison that Knight died in? Is that the shower in the corner? Is the shower just a tap? Oh my god. Do you shower there with everyone seeing you? What the fuck? Wait, why is the sink in the floor? Because that's the sink. Wait, let me, can you see my mouse? Yeah. What is going on here? The sink is a fucking, is on the floor. At least you have some decency, right? You can take a shit and they can't see all of you. That's, oh, there's no toilet roll? What the fuck? Why is there no toilet roll? Is this yeah, this is the same room. This is the same room that Knight died in. This is creepy. Anyway. I can't help but worry about her. They'd better be treating her well. The murderer, it was me. Why are you thinking that? You just saw someone, man, fucking hell, okay. I remember looking down and the person in the red coat, the red raincoat, was on the ground. It was me, Mr. Edgeworth. It was me all along. Oh my god. I'm the murderer. I'm the murderer! Why are you shouting this? I know, he's probably sitting there for fuck's sake. Why would you incriminate yourself in front of the prosecution? Say it in your head or tell me later. And my question, what I'm wondering about is, why was he so sure that she did it just because she saw the body? Why is he like, she's like so willing to blame herself for everything? Hello? Come on, let's go, you got a visitor. Oh, is this how this works? I've never seen it from this side. A visitor? Who? Someone by the name of Dick Gumshoe. Want me to send him away? No, though I'm not sure what to even say to him. Well, I don't... Is this the first time we've seen Edgeworth on this side of the screen? He was he not... He was arrested for the murder of Von Karma. No, not Von Karma. It was someone that got shot in a boat in a lake, and he was there, right? And they suspected he had shot him. I remember he was arrested for that, but I don't think we ever came... Did we come to the detention center? Was he like on the other side? Anyway. Wait there. They're leaving me unsupervised. Well, there is a camera. Forgive the intrusion. That is definitely not Gumshoe. Oh my god. This is bad. Judge Gavel. Please, Mr. Edgeworth. Take a seat. What are you doing here? I was told it was Detective Gumshoe. I imagined you wouldn't come if you knew it was me. What could she possibly want from me now? Is she trying to like undermine you or try and convince you to admit that you're... Wait, why are we in jail again? Oh, because we were helping Kay. I suppose I'd better find out. Let's ask her the question, shall we? Well, Judge Cavell. You're looking at me mightily fine today. What can I do for you in this fine prison establishment? You may not be aware of this, but you are only permitted to meet with specially approved visitors. Wait, what? Why? So I'm to be treated like a dangerous criminal, am I? I suppose my reputation has rather plummeted. It has indeed, for you, of course, and your friends. That attorney and the other girl were raising quite the fuss earlier. Fender and Emma. I saw them launch some extremely heated words at one of the guards. No, you didn't. You may thank the goddess in that regard, for even she is too busy to deal with each and every infraction. They will not be punished for their bad behavior. Did you come here just to chit-chat with me? You must have a lot of time on your hands. Oh, speaking of which, Mr. Von Karma is continuing the investigation where you left off. I just thought you would like to know. I figured you would be worried about how they were all doing. I hate to admit it, but she read me like a book. Let's cut to the chase, Your Honor. Why are you really here? I am here simply to talk, nothing more. There is something I wish to know about you. Now, I'm pretty sure she's not going to ask us out on a date. And I'm also pretty sure she's not going to, like, ask for our, like, zodiac sign and blood type and stuff. Maybe she tried to scout us out to get more information for her prosecution case against us. Me. Yes, who else? Objectively speaking, you are highly intelligent and quick-witted. Okay. And a bond prosecutor at that. Actually, I was born to be a defense attorney, but whatever. Please, Judge Gavel, your sarcastic praise is but salt on my wounds. But I sincerely mean every word, Mr. Edgeworth. That is why I fail to understand you. Take this latest case, for example. You were up against the very committee itself. You had no hope of succeeding. Even a child could have seen that, and yet... I don't imagine the old me would have ever been so reckless. The old me had power, and because of that I thought that justice was always on my side. Just as you and the committee believe now. But a certain person changed my mind. He made me reckon with my selfish and skewed sense of justice. And once the scales had fallen from my eyes, I began to look at people differently. I saw that I was only able to be an effective prosecutor thanks to the efforts of those around me. Detective Gumshoe, the many investigative officers of the force, and even Kay. What? He's admitting that Kay's helpful? It changed me. The degree to which it changed me still surprises me to this day. I see. Thank you. I feel that perhaps I understand you a little better now. You understand me? I highly doubt it. Someone who is so focused on forcing their idea of justice onto others can't possibly see what I see. Is that so? Is that what you truly believe? I will say one thing. This has been a very interesting conversation. That is all. What is she up to? What is she up to? Before I go, there is one remaining matter. I was asked to inform you that the date of your hearing has been confirmed. It will be held today in the trial chamber. The committee sends its warmest regards. Today? That's fucking rapid. This is bullshit. Never is something so quickly fucking arranged. My arse. If that was all you had to tell me, you could have just sent a message. And entrust the goddess's word to another? That wouldn't do now, would it? Until then, Mr. Edgeworth, I'll see you again very shortly. Toodaloo! Bro! Oh, she's gonna walk out? Answer. What the fuck? That was weird. I mean... I'm not entirely against having, a chat with Judge Gavel, even though she hates my guts, and is half the reason I'm here. What the fuck? What is this? Close. Right, Oh my god, I need to prove my fucking... Oh god, see this age verification, absolute bullshit. Wait, what? Someone followed me. 340. Ooh. What's this say? Verify. You need to verify that you are an adult. I'm an adult. What are you talking about? Oh my god. How do I get by this? Age verification. Once you have satisfied that you are an adult through we will store your verified status alongside your hashed email address, then you can use your email address. Wait, what about my face? The age graph limits the need to collect verification more than once, minimizing personal age gate. You know what the fuck, I'll look at this. I should be looking at this after the stream. But hey ho. Wait, what's that noise? What? Alright, that was us being put in here. Wait, what? There's a ball and chain there? Weird. I've barely spent any time in here, and I can feel my personal appearance slipping. I may have given up my badge, but I mustn't give up on myself. My collar, it's slightly creased. Wait, why is this... why does this keep losing connection? Fuck! Xbox controller, you suck, dick! What does that press this button? What does that do? There. A tidy outside begets a tidy inside. Which is why it's more important now than ever to take care of myself. Alright, that used to... Let's look at the menu. There's a menu here on the table. It seems that detainees are able to pay to have their meals brought to their cells. Pay? What? What looks good? Spaghetti and mac and cheese lunch. Add linguine for only $1. Basmati and brown rice special for a limited time only. Add regular white rice at no extra cost. Okay. It's probably for the best. I'm not very hungry. Just rice and... What? Whoa, that didn't look good. There's a note on the wall next to the toilet. Sorry, we're currently out of toilet paper. Please make the necessary mental preparations before using the toilet. What sorts of mental preparations can one even make? Oh my god. This window is barred with heavy steel. That reminds me of a movie I once saw. Our prison inmate hatched a plot to escape by using a file to cut his cell bars. I won't be doing that, of course. For one thing, I don't have a file on me at the moment. What am I saying? I wouldn't do it even if I did have one. What? A very basic bed. I can't say it was very comfortable to sleep on, however. Oh, has it been a night? I imagine Detective Gumshoe would sleep soundly on it nevertheless, loudly snoring all the while. Why are we throwing shade at Gumshoe? I suppose we'll probably never get to work together again. But I don't have any regrets about the bed I've made. I will follow my own path to the end. Nice. I like that. Tied to your convictions. Let me out! Let me out! There's a poster in the corridor outside. We regret to announce that due to the warden's arrest, the Die of Destiny game will be discontinued. Oh yeah, she was in on it. What had she done? Was she like responsible for the murder of Knight? Inmates will no longer need to roll a die every morning to determine their meals for the day. We wholeheartedly apologise to those who are looking forward to their daily casting of the die. Did anyone really need an apology for the cessation of such a ridiculous idea in the first place? Do I have another visitor? It's also very, very quiet, right? They've got no music playing just now. It's kind of eerie. I like it. Kay. Oh, thank goodness you seem alright. That's a load off my mind. Ah, such a heartwarming scene. It's enough to make a grown man cry. But you're still not your usual cheery. I mean, you have to stay positive, Kay. Alright. You didn't do anything wrong. In fact, I guarantee you didn't. No, you have to let it go. I'm the murderer. I know that now. What? Why are you so convinced of this? But you're not. You can't be. Why don't you have any faith in yourself? How can I, Mr. Edgeworth? When there is no me left to believe in. Bloody hell. None at all? I don't think that's true. Before you lost your memory, we spent quite a bit of time together. And I dare say you left quite the impression on me. So you see, there's still plenty of you left. That's why I believe so much in your innocence, and why you should believe in yourself too. Thank you. But I can't. It would just cause more pain for the both of us. Please, you have to forget her. Forget that, Kay. She's gone. What is going on here? Why are you giving up on everything? What the fuck? Have they done something to you? Have they like... Something's up, man. Something is up. Kate, no. You remind me of my younger self, you know? So noble, so bold. This is the justice you and the committee stand for. Justice? I suppose you could call it that. Wait, come on. Fucking Edgeworth, you've not, like... Have you never had a conversation with this guy before? What is he up to? Why is he going to such lengths to control everything? I can't shake the feeling that something is very wrong here. Is there some hidden agenda at play? Now you're thinking that? This is no time to second guess myself. If I'm going to find out what it is, it's now or never. Well then, my boy, I suppose I should be... Wait. Oh damn. Why is the chairman so intent on seeing Kay charged with this murder? It doesn't make any sense. There must be some rhyme or reason to this madness. Oh shit. Come now, Miles, I'm a busy, important man. I can't be wasting my precious time talking to you. The only way out of our current predicament is through the chairman. Through Chairman Winner. I'm going to better save this. This is going to be difficult. There's so much to ask and so little time. Let's start by trying to find out why he rushed to have Kate arrested so quickly. I can't just let this happen. I'm getting answers as if it's the last thing I do. Mind chess, commence! Why were you so keen to push through Kay's arrest? I've yet to hear a satisfactory explanation. An explanation? I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Don't give me that. You know exactly what I mean. Tut tut, I advise you to moderate your tone, dear boy. Need I remind you of your position? Damn, why is he staring at us? And suppose we did let your friend go free. What then, What do you mean, what then? Think how that would look, my boy. And who would have to take the blame? Me, that's who. I've got you now. You're backed into a corner and you don't even know it. What? What are you going on about all by your lonesome over there? You need to cut an old man like me some slack. I can't keep up with all that youthful energy. Curses, I should have picked my words more wisely. Fuck! I can't just let this happen. Right. Let's skip through this bit. You're right to keep your mouth shut, that way you won't say anything foolish. Sorry, but I can't stay silent forever, not while Kay's innocence is still in doubt. Ah, you're breaking my heart. Ah, just look at this flood of tears. Spilling out. Please, just leave it alone, will you? Things were coming along nicely until you interfered. What? Coming along nicely? That's a pretty strange way of putting it. It's almost as if you wanted Kay's arrest to happen. It certainly doesn't sound like the statement of an impartial representative of the law. You think so? Well, that wasn't my intention. Has it occurred to you that you might just be overthinking things a little? Chairman Winnow certainly knows how to dodge a question. But it doesn't change the fact that serious doubts remain concerning Kay's arrest. Next, we'll need to press him on whether he really believes the investigation was sufficient. Nice. Alright, Evangelidona, welcome to the stream. He is the lighter man, isn't he? He just sits... Why is he constantly crying into goggles? What is that all about? You've not missed too much. No, actually you did. We were in jail. Judge Gavelle came to visit us at the interrogation room. And she was just like, I just want to get to know you better. And I was like, what is going on here? So we had this conversation with her where she was like, why did you do what you did? And we were just like, we've changed so much because of the people we've been around. I'm not, previous version of me would have walked away from this, but I've changed, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, interesting. And then she kind of like left. And now we were visited by the chairman and Kay's like, I did it! I killed them all! I was like, what the fuck, man? She's like, forget about me, forget about that, Kay. I'm just like, what is going on here? And here we are. We're talking to the chairman, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. We can't allow any of his statements to go unexamined, no matter how trivial they may seem. One of them may just give us the breakthrough we need. How much time did you spend on your investigation altogether? Well, now, let's see. You know what? I'm not sure I could remember. But I'm sure you can. You won't bluster your way out of this one. It's not bluster, my boy. I honestly don't recall. It's a problem when you get to my age, you see. Why, I even forget my own son's name sometimes. Never mind your fool of a son. Bloody hell. Answer me. How long did you spend on the investigation? Huh, you're right, of course. The boy is a fool. I never meant for him to grow up like that, but... oh, woe is me. He's only too happy to derail the conversation no matter where I take it. I have to force him to take this seriously. Let's try another tact for now. You can hardly say your investigation was sufficient. Evangelion saying the goggles are to prevent moisture loss as the flames cause his eyes to water. What? Evangelion saying Edgeworth is not wrong, his son is a fool. I know, right? But that's one hell of a thing to say in front of anyone about their son, especially the head of the prosecutor court thing. And you're the one who called all the shots, weren't you? Including the decision to have Kay arrested. Oh ho ho! I'm afraid I'm nowhere near as influential as you think, dear boy. You're the chairman of the committee. It doesn't get much more influential than that. Not that I care about such things. You wound me. It's enough to drive an old man to tears. You'll have to forgive me. I'm not the deferential type. Well, if you're going to insist on being so blunt, then I'm afraid you won't be seeing your prosecutor's badge again anytime soon. Bloody hell. Nothing more to say. Wonderful. Then I'll be on my way. Oh, fuck. Seems the silent treatment won't work every time. Right, let's try it again. I can't just let this happen. I'm getting answers. That's the last thing I do. No. Let's skip through this. Let me make something clear once and for all. The badge isn't the be-all and end-all for me. Far from it. I'm not concerned with the titles or roles. Even you must understand that much. Damn. Look at the fucking dead stare. Evangelion saying, or is to keep them hydrated as flames can cause his eyes to dry out. Valakatari, welcome to the stream. How did the case develop? We are now in jail. And we got a visit from Judge Gavelle. Had a conversation with her where she was trying to understand why we made the decision we did. And now we've been visited by the chairman. And Kay came to say that she's guilty again. And we're trying to get information out of the chairman now. Imagine saying BRB, child is being annoying. No problem, man. So young, so very young. A word of advice, Miles, from somebody who's been around the block. You're hopelessly naive, my boy. Idiotically so. Well, that certainly got under his skin. He might be less guarded in his answers while he's in the state. Now's my chance. How much time was spent on your investigation altogether? My, you really don't give up, do you? But even my patience has its limits, you know. What a coincidence. So does mine. Now answer the question. Do you believe that your investigation was sufficient or not? Ah, the youth these days are wont to be reckless. Makes me want to put you in your place. You're going to regret that, my boy. Uh-oh. Well, maybe you do know your place after all. What's the matter? Scared? Oh, fuck. Hardly. I was just thinking about how best to proceed. Getting answers from the elderly requires sensitivity. They can get quite emotional after all. You have no common sense whatsoever, do you? Don't you understand? Your fate rests in my hands. Why? I've got you now. You're back. Oh, what the fuck? No, that's... Nope. Curses. Shit. Can't just let it happen. So, alright, I've exhausted his avenue of inquiry. Let me try another angle. I don't remember trusting you. Let's say you do manage to get some answers from me. There's nothing you can do with them. So why not give up, dear boy? No. And why not? It's simple, because I'm not about to let the truth escape me. Interesting. I think I'm beginning to see what makes you tick. But what you're doing is pointless. Tragically, miserably pointless. Please just give up. She's guilty. The decision has been made. What? Once again, your choice of words intrigues me. It's almost as if Kay's guilt has already been determined from before her arrest. What are you trying to imply? I'm implying that things haven't gone as they normally should. In fact, everything has proceeded as if Kay's arrest was the end goal right from the very start. Well, Chairman Winner, was it? That's certainly an intriguing theory. But it's also a complete work of fiction, and I'm afraid I don't have time for such flights of fancy. I think it's time we brought this shabby little farce to an end, don't you? No, he's trying to make his escape. We must confirm the legality of Kay's arrest before he slips away. Bloody hell. It's faint, but the truth is finally beginning to emerge, and I'm not about to let this opportunity pass me by. Wait, we're not done yet. Is that going to work? I feel like it's not going to work. I'm tired of all this talking, so make it brief, will you? Based on everything I've heard from you so far, it's clear that Kay's arrest is entirely unfounded. Yes, I think we're all familiar with this particular refrain of yours by now. But I'm afraid it doesn't matter either way. You don't have what it takes to secure her release anyhow. How dare you take this so lightly as a man of the law? My, aren't you a rude little boy? But my fuse is only so long. Honestly speaking, I don't have the time to waste on every last question you can dream up. I have certainly certain responsibilities to attend to, you know. I really am quite the busy man. Welcome back, Evangelion. Or are you just pretending to be busy? That's an awful thing to say to a fragile old man. I work harder than I should at my age. I ask you, my boy, what could I even hope to accomplish by putting up such a pretense? You obviously don't want to talk about the case anymore. That's why you're so keen to get out of this conversation, isn't it? It's just so tragic, it really is. That you would suspect me of such things. It's not a suspicion, it's a certainty. There were no clear grounds on which to base Kay's arrest for a start. Now, my boy, let's not get carried away. There was plenty of evidence to support our case. The mask, the letter, the corsage, these were all in her possession. And, of course, her confession. More than enough to prove her guilt, I'd say. But those are. What's the matter? Struggling to come up with a way to explain everything away? I've got you now. You're backed into a corner and you don't even know. Oh shit. What are you going on about all by your lonesome over there? You need to cut out old man some slack. Fuck. Shit. Damn, man. I've got... No, you're back... No. Oh, fuck. Fuck! Oh, we're fucked. Fuck. Maz, my boy, I'm a very busy man, so you have to excuse me. Fuck. Fuck! I can't give up now. I have to keep pushing. Magic turn back time. Alright, once more. Onto the breach. Mine chess commence. You better not start me from the start. Oh my god. Well, there we have it. Your silence speaks volumes. It's true I can't counter your argument right now, but you did let something valuable slip. A suspiciously detailed knowledge of the evidence against Kay. You rattled off that list like you knew it inside out. I think that might prove to be a valuable clue. Kay is innocent. No, my boy, that's just clumsy. Anyone can blot out a baseless assertion like that. Even a disgraced superstar prosecutor. Ooh, I was a superstar. Oh shit. It's no good. I don't have enough information to take it. Oh, but my only chance. My stomach's hurting, by the way. Wait, we're not done yet. I'm tired of this talk. Make it brief. Oh. Did I ask the same question? Who gave the order? Who decided that Kay should be arrested? You know, I can't seem to remember. Don't ever get old, Miles, boy. It wreaks havoc on the memory. Time to deploy my clue. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop playing the old man card. You remember the details of the evidence against Kay pretty clearly. Perhaps if your memory didn't fail you only when it was convenient, I'd be more inclined to believe you. So, let me ask you again, who gave the order for Kay's arrest? You're a sharp one, I'll give you that. My son could learn a thing or two from you. If he wasn't such an incurable numbskull, that is. It's a tragedy, really. I don't want to hear about your son. I want to know who authorized the arrest. You're very mean. You know that, don't you? The arrest, you say? I believe the order was given by... I mean, wouldn't we judge giver? Come now, Chairman Winner. We both know it was you. Alright, you got me. You make it sound like it was somehow a bad thing, though. But I have a reputation to uphold, so I guess I'd better clear up this little misunderstanding. I'll entertain your questions for a few more minutes. Let's see if I can't put your mind at ease. The key thing to do now is to establish how intimately he knows the details of the case. I just have to ask the right questions. The end game is at hand. We're but a few moves away from the truth. You seem to know the case in quite some detail. I know about lots of things, my boy. I'm just smart like that. Too bad the same can't be said about the way you handled Kay's arrest. I've got you now. Oh no, that's a bad sign. What you going on about all by your lonesome over there? I need to cut it out. Oh my god. Skip this, skip this. Ah, fuck. Right, I'm a very busy man. Do try to remember that I can bring this little chat to an end whenever I so choose. It's only taking so long because you won't give me a straight answer to any of my questions. If only you'd stop giving me the runaround, we'd be done already. So let's try this again. You seem to know the details of the case quite intimately. Why is that? Because I read the case file. Not exactly the most thrilling use of my time, of course, but it's part of the job. I have to be a good role model. I can't be seen to be slacking. It can be so hard. But I had some time on my hands, so I read the whole thing from cover to cover. Did he, though? Nothing more to say. Wonderful, then I'll be on my way, fuck. That's strange. I could have sworn you just told me that you're a very busy man. I'd say the cracks are finally starting to show, wouldn't you? If you're so keen on being an upstanding leader, you can start by releasing Kay, you know. You really don't give up, do you? It's a moving sight indeed, my boy. But a tragic one too, after all. Your efforts are for naught. I'm afraid your little friend was found unconscious near the scene of the crime. Wait, what? We have yet to hear much about the circumstances under which Kay was found. She was lying unconscious in the storeroom, correct? That's right, although I'm not at liberty to tell you how I know that. He knows things even we didn't. In fact, he seems to be aware of every tiny detail about this case. This could be a valuable clue. The suspect, Kay Faraday. How much do you know about her exactly? I know that she's the suspect. Aside from that, not much else. Cross my heart, but it's true. Time to deploy my clue. Sorry, but the more you tell me, the less sense your story makes. For one thing, you know details that even those investigating the scene were not aware of. And just how much do you really know Chairman Winner? Oh ho ho! There's that intimidating face you like to make again. Well, two can play this game. How'd you like me now, How'd you set your lighter to give that much flame? I do have to commend you on your doggedness. It really is something. I'll take that as a compliment. Take it however you like, but wrap this up, will you? I just don't have the stamina anymore. She's the culprit, the only possible suspect. Just accept that already. How much more evidence did you want us to load her down with, for goodness sake? Load her down with. Yet another interesting turn of phrase. One that makes it sound a lot like the items Kay was carrying might have been foisted upon her. Impressive. You really do pay attention, don't you? It's no wonder they used to call you a prodigy, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor. I think you know the answer to your own question by now. Why don't you just go ahead and say it? I want to hear it from you. It's finally time to shed light on the truth. All that's left is to play one last move. Kay is innocent. No, 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 my boy, that's just clumsy. Anyone can blur out a base. Oh, fuck. Kay was framed. The true culprit set it all up so she would take the fall instead. That is my answer, and I won't let you deny it any longer. Oh, damn. Damn! Oh, my, you really are a sharp one, It's a bit of a shame you chose to hand in your badge. I admit it, you're right in all accounts. And that's checkmate. Bring. Mind chess checkmate. You knew Kay wasn't the real murderer, and yet you still had her arrested. What's worse, you thought you could get away with it. Well, you won't, not if I can help it. There you go with that naivety again, my boy. I guess that was always your problem. With the girl arrested and a conviction secured, this whole mess goes away. And that's what will happen. But those whose interests does a conclusion like that serve? The committees, I suppose. And mine? Oh, ho, ho, ho. You know, listening to you just now, well, it really got the gears flowing, I have to say. It was poignant and heartfelt and sincere and utterly infuriating. Look, I'm not perfect, I know that, but your lack of sophistication in these matters is beyond the pale. You insist that the truth is more important than anything else. But would you say the same if you knew what the real value of the truth is? What are you trying to say? When you get to my level, you don't uncover the truth. You make it, little by little. Kay Faraday, murderer. That's the truth. The truth I created. Why would you just say this? Yes, my boy, that's what I like to see. You're so sincere, sometimes it's painful. It just makes me want to put you in your place. Knowing the real truth will get you nowhere. Because that's how much it's worth. Nothing. Shocking, I know. But why not go after the real killer? How much do you even know about what really happened? You're still not getting it. That's your truth. Oh, what? And it is worthless. Mine is all that matters. You understand what I'm saying, don't you, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor? I have all the power here. Curse you. Well, aren't you menacing? You and your little friend are just as bad as each other. Violent criminals who deserve to be locked up. You'll pay for this. And with that, yet another person disappears from my life. Oh, it just makes me want to cry and cry and cry. Anyway, toodaloo, fuck you. Well, that was, I'm not planning to disappear just yet, Chairman Winner. There's still the hearing later today. Just you wait. One way or another, I'll prove Kay's innocence to the world then. I mean, he's playing all the cards. Larry Katari saying, imagine the pile of ash next to him from burning all the paper. I know, right? Evangelio Donut saying, gaslight, obstruct, project this man's playbook. Yes. Wait. Let's have a look at this. Right. First of all, one person is missing. Judge Cavell is here. Why is Judge Cavell dressed so elaborately? And is it all men? No, that's a woman. That's a maybe a woman. That guy, is that guy alive? Why is the chairman winner the only one wearing red? Everyone else is just wearing the standard. And then Judge Cavell's like, fuck yous, I'm a nun. What the fuck is this? Anyway. 10 members over a majority are present. Wait, who's the last person to be on this? I wonder who the... Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? So there's 11 members of the committee. Who's the 11th member missing? Evangelii saying the missing person is a dead woman. Oh. Oh, of course, I'm an idiot. I hereby call this hearing to order. We are gathered here today to assess the professional competency of Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Here, in the sight of the goddess, we do solemnly swear to pass fair and frank judgment. Fair and frank. Don't make me laugh. Verity, if you'd be so kind as to summarize the case against Mr. Edgeworth. On April 5th, despite having been advised of the illegality of an investigation he was conducting, the accused refused to desist and eventually had to be detained by myself and Chairman Winner. His actions compromised the investigation into the murder of a certain defense attorney, and despite having been presented with copious evidence of her guilt, he continues to insist that the suspect, one K. Faraday, is innocent of all charges. Valaric tries saying he refers to her by his first name. Did he? Let me check this. Wow, he did? Interesting. Perhaps you could explain the details of the murder to us as well. Of course, on the morning of the 5th, the body of the victim was found here in the committee chamber. Further explanation will be provided by... me, Eustace Winner, Premier Prosecutor. Oh my god, this guy fucking sucks. The floor is yours, Mr. Winner. The murder itself happened late on the night of the 4th. The victim was Miss Rosie Ringer. That same night, an illicit auction was being held here in this very room. Who the fuck are these people? Why are they all wearing weird masks? Do you guys recognize any of these people? I wonder who they are. Why is there a guy just sitting there not putting his thing up? He's like, nah, I'm not buying that shit. Ringer took part in that auction, I think, yeah. Meaning that the murder took place sometime during the auction. When she was found, Ringer was dressed in the outfit that matched the description of the auctioneers. However, due to the fact that the auction carried on after the murder had occurred, I judged that Ringer was not in fact the auctioneer. You judged nothing of the sort. And what about the basis on which the suspect was detained, Mr. Winner? Yeah, I got this. So Faraday was overcome by a crushing remorse, Eustace. Yeah, that. Tons of crushing remorse, so she confessed. According to her confession, she was on the roof of this building when she encountered a person in a red raincoat on the viewing platform. And that person was Miss Ringer, I take it. Precisely, Mr. Chairman. The killer dressed the victim in the auctioneer's outfit after the fact. Evangelii saying those are the bidders for the evidence. Yeah, I get that. I'm just like trying to figure out if they are characters, other characters from the game that we've seen already. If Valaric saying the right one is a masked magician. But at the time when she was killed, Miss Ringer was wearing a red raincoat. And who won the race to find that raincoat nearby? Me, that's who. Did you? I thought it was somebody from forensics. Strictly speaking, it was found by one of the forensic investigators under Mr. Winner's command. I knew it. The blood analysis on the coat showed that it was indeed Miss Ringer who had worn it. and the suspect's confession was the final nail in the coffin. She confirmed having committed the murder. So as you can see, Kay Faraday was the killer. There's no way anybody else would have done it. Alright, Miles, I expect you have some objections. Let's get them out of the way, shall we? I have no objections, Chairman Winner. Well now, is that so? I thought it would have taken more than a single night in detention to... No objections in the matter of my unauthorized investigation, that is. But in the matter of Miss Faraday's supposed guilt, I have plenty. Nice. I can personally attest to the fact that Mr. Winner's investigation was fair and impartial. Yeah, of course it was. When it comes to carefully conducted ops, I'm the winner every time. You know, Miles, it's within my power to offer you a plea deal of sorts. If, and this is purely hypothetical of course, you were to withdraw your objections. You might wake up tomorrow to find yourself the proud owner of a seat on this committee. Bloody hell. So I ask you again, do you have any objections, Mr. Edgeworth? If you think you can buy my silence, think again. You will watch your mouth. Only if the chairman watches his. Damn. I didn't come here to talk about committee seats. I came here to talk about the murder case. I demand a statement under oath, and I won't rest until I have one. I want to know exactly what the committee's view on the incident is. You want to put us on trial, my boy? Very well, if it will make you happy. Verity, please provide Mr. Edgeworth with the materials pertaining to the case. Really? But, sir, is, like, she on this, all this bullshit as well? Because, like, this is quite obviously fucking skewed, man. It's, like, clearly... But, they're all biased. It's corrupt. This will be his last hurrah. So let's humor him with the send-off he desires. If you say so, Mr. Chairman. Yes, give me the evidence, you pieces of shit. Oh, I have evidence again. I am full of the evidence. Right. You have no objections to Verity representing the committee, I assume? None whatsoever. Mr. Edgeworth, Kay, shut up. You're incriminating yourself. Don't worry, Kay. Everything will be fine. You'll see. Pring! Evangelii Donut says corruption runs deep in the justice system. There's a lot packed in there. Look, there is, I don't know. I have a slightly more positive view. Well, is it positive? I do believe there's corruption everywhere, but it's not as seeded as some people might think. You just have to go to a country, like one of the more corrupt countries that have a totally fucking corrupt system. I don't know, right? When you give people power, this is the problem, right? So, like, bringing it to Warhammer 40k, because I love Warhammer 40k, and I know some of you are going to go switch off from this, but with the Imperium of Man, the Watchers of the Imperium, right, are the Inquisition. But the question then arises is, right, so the Inquisition are the kind of police, right, or the investigators, or the Inquisition, basically, of the Imperium. But who inquisitions the Inquisition? And the answer is no one. And then they've got people who are corrupt as fuck, who fall to chaos all the time, right? They're super dodge. So it's like, who polices the police? The reality is that you can't ever have a perfect system, because people are fucking full of shit. And, like, I don't know. But, Evangelii Donut saying Warhammer 40k mentioned switching away. Man, what you guys got against Warhammer? Warhammer's awesome. Evangelii Donut says Inquisition sounds like they're on. The Inquisition I don't know about that, but the Inquisition is basically just like the Spanish Inquisition. That's, I mean, that is the parallel that's supposed. It's like how the Primarchs are kind of like in the guises of like the prophets, or like there's a lot of things taken from religion and stuff like that, like the court at Nicaea or something. There was a big decision made in Nicaea, which I think is something in Christianity. There was a big decision made in a place called Nicaea. So there's a lot of like, and it takes from everything, right? Horus being called Horus Lupercal. Horus was like the god of, what was it? The Horus, he betrayed something or something. He was like, what was the Horus? Let me check this. The god. Oh wait, god of kingship, protection, the sun and the sky. His story involves a battle with his uncle set to avenge his father's death. Horus is also closely associated with the Eye of Horus, a powerful symbol representing. Oh wow! I thought he betrayed. I thought there was a betrayal under that namesake. Well, I fucking got. Wait, was there another Horus? Was a Well, I fucking remembered that wrong. I thought there was something in history where there was a Horus character and it was like notorious, like he betrayed everyone. Anyway, Evangelica says, to be fair, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition, but that's what they are. They're basically the Spanish Inquisition. But anyway, what are we talking about? We're going to be the fucking Inquisition for these bastards. Let's go. Let's go! Give us your stuff, Miss Gavel. Barbie. Miss Ringer attended the auction as a potential buyer. The red raincoat was one of the items up for sale. So our assumption is that after winning and paying for it, she left the auction with her purchase. Why would you wear it? Fuck, you know. The only exit from the storeroom was, of course, the hatch leading up onto the roof. After she'd emerged onto the viewing platform, that's when Miss Ringer was attacked by Miss Faraday. Shortly thereafter, her flame went out, and thus concludes the committee's view of the case. The raincoat was on offer that night. Is that really true? Is that? I mean, do we have anything that tells us what was on offer? Worn by the victim, whose fingerprints and blood were found on the hood. Photograph. Blood was detected. Wait, we have nothing to prove that. We believe so, yes. You remember the failed assassination attempt on the president of Zhengfa, I assume? The raincoat is a piece of evidence from that case. It should, of course, have remained safely under lock and key in the appropriate facility. But our inquiries revealed that it did in fact go missing under mysterious circumstances, and wound up in the auction along with everything else. That makes sense, I suppose. You know, when I think about all of this, right, and the fact that they've just discovered evidence that has been stolen from the police and kept in a storeroom above where the prosecutorial committee meeting hall is, I'm surprised the police aren't carrying out their own investigation into this, an independent one, going like, what the fuck are you guys doing with our evidence? Wonderful work, Verity. Just wonderful. Crystal clear as ever. I am to please because I am an asshole. You flatter me, sir. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, perhaps you could save us all some time and simply admit defeat. I can't get Gavel, right? Is she in on all of this? Is she as corrupt as Chairman Winner? Like, what the fuck is going on? Because why did she bother to even visit us in jail and try to understand us? Like, is she just like, I don't understand you. Why are you not corrupt? And also, Valari Katari, please control yourself in the chat. Right, let's Katari. I'll do no such thing. Thank you very much. Very well, it's good to know that you still have some fight in you. It is. Why? Come to think of it, she said some strange things when she visited me this morning, too. What exactly is she up to? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. A rebuttal. Emphasis on the but. Miss Ringer attended the auction as a potential buyer, did she? What? Don't worry, I'll make sure you get your precious thing back. That was not what. Illicit auction held in Big Bear. Items sale were mainly items of police evidence. 11 attendees altogether. All were wearing masks. Auction continued even after the murder occurred. I don't know. What do we have to prove otherwise?
Hold it.
In other words, a member of the committee was actively involved in the illegal evidence trade. It is unfortunate. I don't know what else to say. And of course, we'll be looking into such activities just as soon as this hearing is over and done with. I commend your decision to pursue the matter further, Mr. Chairman. Oh, don't be silly, Verity. It's the least we can do, really. Not that it's any of your business, Miles. Not anymore. If only you had remained the prosecutor. But you didn't. Pardon me. Now, if we're quite done making an old man cry over this whole sad affair, very well, allow me to continue. The red raincoat was one of the items up for sale. Was it? So the raincoat really was one of the auction lots. That's correct. I believe it originally belonged to Mr. Shelley the Killer. Considering its status as a piece of evidence, it's the only logical conclusion. It's from when he made his attempt on the president's life. Oh yeah. There was an unexplained mannequin standing amongst the other items on sale. Wait, but that was a woman's body. It could well have been used to display the coat prior to the auction. Do we know how the items were being smuggled in? Wait, do we have a picture of that? No. Wait, we do actually have a picture of that. Are we going to point that out? Like, why was it... I mean, in reality, no one cares, right? Like, as long as a mannequin, you can put the coat on. It doesn't need to be male or female, depending on the coat wearer, but still. That is still under investigation, and it is entirely unrelated to the matter at hand. Especially considering that you will soon officially be a prosecutor no longer, Mr. Edgeworth. It sounds like the outcome of this hearing is a foregone conclusion. No surprises there. My personal circumstances aren't important right now. Please continue, Your Honor. As I was saying, the raincoat was one of the items up for sale. So our assumption is that after winning and paying for it, she left the auction with her purchase.
Hold
it. Why did she leave so soon after making her purchase? Because of the auction house rules. Winning bidders are expected to pay for the items immediately. Miss Hart told us pretty much the same thing. Miss Ringer, having paid for the raincoat, probably left immediately afterward in accordance with the rules. That does make sense. The only exit from the storeroom was, of course, the hatch leading up onto the roof. That's true. Miss Ringer was a member of the committee. Could she not have left the committee chamber via the main door? While the auction was still underway, that would risk exposing its existence to those outside the trusted circle of attendees. Given that Miss Hart found out about it, I think its existence is already well and exposed. The rules of the auction stated that attendees were to enter and leave via the hatch in the roof. Miss Ringer had no reason not to follow those rules, and given where the murder took place, we know that she must have done so. After she emerged into the viewing platform, that's when Miss Ringer was attacked by Miss Faraday. What?
Hold it.
But why? What possible motive could Kay have had? That is exactly what we are hoping to establish in our upcoming interviews with Miss Faraday. Coercive interrogation after the fact. Something you seem to specialize in. If the murderer knew what the attendees would all be leaving via If the murderer knew that the attendees would all be leaving via the hatch, then the roof would have been the perfect place to lie in wait. So as I was saying, after she'd emerged onto the viewing platform, That's when Miss Ringer was attacked. Shortly thereafter, her flame went out, and thus concludes the committee's view of the case.
Hold it!
Her flame went out. The flame of her life, Mr. Edgeworth, though perhaps her flame was stolen from her, is more apt.
Objection!
But the candle broom that extinguished her life was one of the auction lots, meaning Kay had no way of getting a hold of it to begin with.
Overruled!
Miss Faraday could not have lain in wait for the victim without knowing of the storeroom's existence. She could easily have snuck down the ladder and stolen it while the auction was underway. If only we knew where the candle holder was during the auction. That would surely clear the matter up, no? Well, either of you? Sadly, we don't have anything that could tell us much on that front at the moment. Forgive me, sir, this is something we are hoping to establish through further investigation. Well, isn't that a shame, Miles, my boy? It seems this line of inquiry is something of a dead end then, isn't it? So their theory is that the victim and her killer met on the roof, and that's where the murder took place. Okay, what do we have? So we have evidence. Blood was detected in the secret elevator. It looks like it dripped through the floor below. Blood found in the committee chamber. Was it placed there to hide the existence of the storeroom? Right. In other words, it assumes the viewing platform was the scene of the crime. Is it? Is it really? Is it? Hello, Fletchard. Welcome to the stream. You're watching via Twitch. So what do you think of Gavel and Excelsius so far? I'm Excelsius winner, the best of the winners. Well, I'm assuming it's pronounced Fletchard. I don't know. Excelsius winner sucks. I don't like him. He's an arsehole. Gavel is giving me mixed signs, almost like she's secretly wanting me to win this court case. I don't know if she's part of it. I feel like she might not be part of this. Maybe she's wanting to root out this corruption, but I don't know. But is that really the case? I thought I had evidence that clearly shows the story of what happened that night. Time to double check. Right, so dun 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 dun. Oh fuck, that was the wrong thing. Oh, God help me. How did I fucking select the wrong thing? Let me skip this. Oh, you're hurting my soul, Gabe. Alright. This evidence. Oh shit. Oh, fuck me. Wait, let me check the evidence again. What did that... That showed that she had... Wait, what was this? Box in which the killer had the body, traces of blood were detected inside. Oh, fuck. I don't know, man. This is fucking... After she emerged the... Right, is this what I'm supposed to do? Oh my god! A fucking... What, man? Look, I get the point. She didn't die at the fucking upstairs. Why are you not... What the fuck evidence are you trying to get? Fucking hell. This fucking... Right, what the fuck, man? Oh, this pisses me off. What are you wanting me to show, right? Oh, God. Let me... Wait, what? Fuck. Fuck this controller. Fuck this controller to hell. Why'd you keep losing connection, you fucking piece of shit Bluetooth controller? Oh, God. Mate, I have the fucking evidence. Shut the fuck up and just accept it. Right. What have I used? I've used this. Oh, fucking hell. Right, it doesn't accept that. Oh my god. Fucking suck a dick. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off, game. Fucking what evidence? That blood found in the committee chamber, was it placed there to hide the evidence existence of the storeroom? No, it wasn't. But oh my god. Fuck you and your fucking bullshit. I give up, man. Oh, right, give me a sec. Let me fucking... The only exit... Flitchard is saying, I see the problem, care for a hint. Oh, this is so annoying. What? Right. He's hinting that she didn't die outside. Which piece of evidence? This shows that there's blood detected in the elevator. It looked like drip through the floor. There's this evidence. Fucking hate this bullshit. Is it gonna be her fucking... The only exit from... It's not that, it's this one, right? Fuck this.
Objection!
I know this is... Fuck.
Objection!
I up. Fuck this. Oh my god. Fuck off, game. Right, okay, Flitchard, I will bite. Give me a hint. This is fucking... Fuck off. This is what I fucking hate about this game. Right, where are we? Where's that last save? Fuck this. Oh shit. Where? What? Whoa. Wait, what did that fucking load? Wait, what the fuck did I... Oh, fuck me, man. Is this the beginning of the case? Oh my god. Oh, fuck it. How in God's earth did this load this? Well, I'm saying you're trying to... You've, like, I've fucked up. The Flitchard saying the only exit from the storeroom. Oh my god, fuck off. Why would he say that? Ah! That is fucking lame. Right, I know I've loaded. Fuck, I can't skip this. Fuck this game. God. Fucking damn it. Suck a dick. Right, where was the most recent fucking save? Fuck. What's today? I guess it's this one. That's the autosave though. Oh my god, no, not the autosave. I saved the game before. Where did I save it? Right, 8th of March. What other 8th of March one? Did I fuck up? Did I not actually... That one, right? This is fucking lame, right? What the fuck?
Objection!
No. Wait, what? Like, right, let me think about this. The mask, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. Right, fuck this. Absolutely fuck this game. Fucking hell. This is fucking obtuse. This is what I hate about these games, right? I know what the fucking evidence... I know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, A, she didn't die in the fucking roof, you bastards, right? These things should be more smart that way. Fuck me, man. It's just like, no, that's not the exact piece of fucking evidence we've decided. Fuck you. Fuck you, game. Where the fuck are we in this? Fuck this. I'm just going to look up the guide. I don't give a shit! Are you fucking joking me? Are you fucking joking me? This is fucking stupid. Fuck out. Fuck off. Just fuck off with this. He's like, oh, by the way, blah, blah, blah. Fucking. Right.
Objection!
No. Now I want you to explain to me. I want you to explain to me how the absolute fuck, right? This picture goes against the statement after she'd emerged onto the viewing platform. That's when Miss Ringer was attacked by Miss Faraday. It's fucking fuck off. It's going to be that stupid blood on the hand. Fuck off. I've got the guide with me, Flitchard. I'm fuck this game. Fuck this game. Oh. Maybe you can clear something up for me, Judge Gavelle. But what is Miss Hart doing here at this hearing? He hints about... What was the hint about? He was just like, we know that's not where she died. And I'm like, yeah, because we have evidence that she was harmed. Nah, fuck this game. It's alright, Flitchard. Don't worry about it. You know what? I'm not good at playing games. Fuck this. That was obtuse, though. Like... I fucking need to take notes or something, man, I feel, with this game. Right, it's alright, I've got the guide. Suck a dick. She is an eyewitness. I thought it would be obvious. Well, no, I ain't really an eye... Oh, fuck, I'm not doing her accent. Don't care. More of an ear witness, I guess. Yeah, she's not exactly the most confidence-inspiring choice to help you make your case either, is she? Evangelion Donut is saying, Ash is raging like an Eve. This is the kind of content that we came here for. Fuck this game. Suck a dick. Fucking so. Oh, I hate this. Like, whenever I've came across this when I played these games on like the DS and stuff, I just basically save and then try every piece of evidence until the one that works, and then I sit there and marvel at the bullshit of how the fuck that relates. And don't get me wrong, they find a thread, like it does usually relate, like this one, but fuck me. Is it just like this is the thing, right? I don't know. I feel like it should be a bit more nuanced. Like, there was other pieces of evidence that proved that she was not killed. Like, look. The fact that there was blood on the elevator, right, indicates that she was not killed. Like, she was injured, right, or attacked inside. The fact that this blood exists on the chamber blood floor is an indicator because the blood dripped from the elevator. So that also potentially proves that she did not die on the outside of the building, right? Even this box in which the killer hid the body, traces of blood were detected inside. Now, I suppose that one, like, did we prove the blood was hers? You could argue that. But, like, this... whatever. I like to think I choose my allies a little more carefully than you, Mr. Edgeworth. Then you should question them more thoroughly, because there's something she hasn't told you. Take a look at this. It's a photo taken by Miss Hart. Yes, in the storeroom, correct? What of it? According to your theory, the murder occurred up on the roof. But according to Miss Hart's testimony, she happened to witness the entire incident unfold in the storeroom. Wait. Oh, fuck is... Shit! Photo taken just after the incident. The ringleader in the auction came up on the layout. A scream was heard not long after. Oh! This thing has 2 pages. Suck. Do you know what? This should not be 2 pages. Anyway. Just before she took this picture. Wait, you're saying Gavel got it wrong? That's exactly what I'm saying. What? Why is he so surprised? Miss Hart, if I may confirm your account of the events you witnessed that night. You saw the person in the picture, correct? I sure did, clear as day, and with my own 2 eyes to boot. And what were your impressions at that point? My impressions? This right here is the scoop of the century, something like that. Fuck. Yeah, that makes sense. I was hoping more of your impressions of the person in question. Oh, that there's a walk meal ticket. Seriously? Just my little joke. No need to look... I can't do this accent. No need to look at me like I done sat on your lunch. What the fuck? Old red raincoat, right? Why, I took one look and I thought that's our perp right there. And therein lies the rub for Miss Hart to have thought such a thing means that... What the fuck? Mr. Edgeworth, when will you learn to use your words? Okay. If it's an explanation of the facts that you require, you need only ask, you know? What do you mean? I assume you are about to raise the issue of the voices Miss Hart heard? Voices that may be unrelated? Unrelated? You can do better than that. Was one of the voices Miss Hart heard really even Miss Ringer's? You're kidding me, right? Them folks was talking crime-related turkey or my name ain't lot of dang heart. Fucking hell. Evangel Donut saying $999 plus $1 meal ticket. $1 million. Ah, but you hear them clearly. Well, I can't rightly say for sure, but... God, I can't rightly say nothing, and you know, this was using voice changes. I done told you all that. What? Precisely, Miss Hart heard voices, but these voices were disguised. Which means we cannot even be certain that whatever she did over here had anything to do with the murder. What?
Objection!
How does changing your voice change the intent of what they were saying? Ha! Wait, why is he laughing? You don't need to yell objection in order to sigh at me, Mr. Edgeworth. It seems I overestimated you, Judge Gavelle. What? Nonsense! Verity is the best of us, my boy. The very best. That sounds dodge. And yet she believes that what Miss Hart heard might not have had anything to do with the murder. Even supposing that that's the case, it doesn't prove the murder didn't happen in the storeroom. The incident happened before the victim was able to go up to the roof. That much we can say for certain. And I can tell you why. This proves that the incident happened before the victim went up on the roof. What, because she got a bit of blood on her?
Take that!
We initially thought the person in the red raincoat was the culprit. Yeah, because Miss Hart said as much. Indeed, she told us about the blood she saw on this person's hand. And I doubt many people would have thought differently given her testimony. Ergo, if this person is the killer, then the blood we see would be from when they attacked the victim. But knowing what we know now, that this person is in fact the victim, it recontextualizes everything. How? That this is the victim? The presence of the blood still shows that the picture was taken after the attack. But now it tells us something very important about the victim too. What? The picture tells us that the victim survived the attack, yeah. There's no doubt in my mind that the victim was attacked in the storeroom. But here we have photographic evidence of her standing upright and alive, albeit with a bloody hand. This can only mean that Miss Ringer survived the attack. The blood on her hand is from the wounds she had sustained. What are you talking about? Who dies from a hand wound? The wound wasn't on her hand, Mr. Winner. I imagine she had used her hand to try and staunch a wound. That's right. While it's impossible to tell from this angle, the victim was already mortally wounded here. Oh ho ho, well that certainly would change things, wouldn't it? It very much would, not least by making it absurd to suggest that Kay was the attacker. Her encounter with the victim happened after this picture had been taken, after the victim had already been attacked and was in critical condition. I put it to you that all Kay witnessed was the victim finally succumbing to her wounds. That would have been quite the coincidence. It's a textbook case of wrong place, wrong time, I'd say. No. You seem to be forgetting a rather important fact, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, that or pretending to not remember it. What? What fact am I forgetting? I think it's time to wrap things up, don't you, Verity? Put the boy out of his misery. Dad Gaville works for me. Why'd you keep giving her orders? That's my job. You really are a total and utter embarrassment. I'm not. I hate to break it to you, but you both are. Go to it, Gavelle. Put Edgeworth out of his misery. As you wish. Does she really hate working for him? Because I can't stand fucking dumbass Eustace. Oh shit, it's another encounter of the strange kind. Oh wait, what you're forgetting. Miss Ringer's body was found with 3 wounds in her chest. And we all know that those wounds are what those wounds are from, don't we? That's right, they're from when she was stabbed in the chest by a 3-armed candelabra. I doubt anybody could survive such grave wounds. If you care to read the coroner's report, I'm sure you would change your tune. Nicely done, Gavelle. Now Edgeworth will have to make several objections. Yes, I'm afraid I will. Well, why? Aren't you listening? Oh, I was listening. Very carefully, in fact. Hence my objections. Come on, why do you always have to undermine me? Shut up. Go away, child. You piss me off. What is he talking about? Preliminary findings place time of death at some time late last night. 3 puncture wounds on the left side of the chest, inflicted by a candle holder. Victim also suffered a head injury post-mortem. Other remarks: prominent burn mark on back of victim's hand. So she was burned by the candles. Is the point that the candle was not very... Those are not very long, right? Like, sure, that would hurt, but that wasn't necessarily... Why was her hand... So used her hand to try and stop the bleeding. She had a head injury as well. Could that have been what killed her? I don't know. That's never my intention, I assure you. It isn't? Because you do it so well to yourself every single time already. Of course it isn't. Yeah, I knew that, because I'm... Please, Eustace, just stop for goodness sake. You've already embarrassed me enough. Huh? What do you mean, Dad? Pardon me. Miss Ringer's body was found with 3 wounds in her chest. And we all know that those wounds are from, don't we? From the Candlebrum, right? Or is that the assumption? Da 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 da. That's right, they're from when she was stabbed in the chest by a 3-armed candelabrum.
Hold it!
And you're sure the stabs to the chest were the cause of death? There's no doubt about that. None. One of the spikes of the candelabrum even pierced the victim's heart. And unless you mean to call Dr. Hurd's professional opinion into question, we can only treat that as fact. The coroner's opinion backing up my own winning ones. Now that's what I call a flawless victory. Well, I'm certainly not about to ignore the coroner's findings. Hey, what about my findings? You can't just ignore them. Well, if the cause of death really was the puncture wounds to the chest from the candelabrum, that would seem to contradict one of the pieces of evidence we've gathered. What? I don't know. What do we have that contradicts that? Right, it says, no, so this confirms it. On the left side of the chest, inflicted by a candle holder, the victim also suffered a head injury post-mortem. So after they died, they had a head injury. So what kind of... I don't think we have anything that proves that besides this, right? That she continued to walk afterwards? He's not ignoring my find, he's ignoring me. Do something, Gavel. As you wish, at the very least, I will ensure that he cannot ignore my own conclusions. I doubt anybody would survive such grave wounds, so... If you care to read the coroner's report, I'm sure you would change your tune. Cause of death is the set of 3 puncture wounds on the left side of the chest, inflicted by a candle holder. Well done for reading, Mr. Edgeworth. That report forms the basis of my own conclusions. In other words, if I disprove what it says, I disprove your conclusions too. You have the strangest sense of humor, but I wouldn't mind seeing you try. However, before you do, I would advise you to read the report very carefully. After all, I'm not interested in your opinions, only in solidly grounded deductions. Very well, then you shall have my deductions. Mr. Edgeworth? Don't worry, Kay, everything will be alright. What is he fucking talking about? I need to find something to prove that the victim was still alive and breathing immediately after the attack. If I can't, Kay's fate will be sealed. Wait, it's the picture again, what?
Objection!
No? Fuck. Right, what are we looking at? What proof do we have that she survived? I guess this evidence? I'm hurting my soul here, man. I'm gonna have to be more careful next time, blah blah blah. Right, fuck. Found with 3 wounds, that's right. We all know that those wounds are from, yeah, the candelabra. That's right, they're from when she was stabbed in the chest by a 3-armed candelabra. I doubt anybody could survive such grave wounds. If you care to read the coroner's report. I don't know. Save scum for the win. Right. The only other thing I have is this. Oh, fuck. Fletchard's asking, care for a slight hint? This time I got a good one. Go for it. Why is this fucking so obtuse? Fuck me. Right, right, let's fucking hell. Right, what proof did we have? Right, that's not helpful. We had Kira remembers a person come from beyond the concession stand pushing her off the building. 3-armed candelabrum. Blah blah blah. Ringleader wore that doesn't mean anything. Heart's observation. Where's the picture? The key card doesn't prove anything. A letter. Good luck. No. That's just the masks. That doesn't say anything. Right, fucking. I just need to ignore what the fuck. Flipchart saying, did you say go for it? Yes, I did. Oh god. I want to skip this! Let me skip this, you fucking game. Fuck off. I don't give a shit. Right, let's look. What? Miss Ringer's body was fine with 3 wounds. Right, fuck, I'm just gonna press on all this shit. 3 wounds, that can't have been pleasant. If she was stabbed something, the evidence should look very different. What? Are we seriously gonna... No. No. No, everything sucks. I fucking... Right. Fuck off. Right, so that had 3 puncture wounds. Right, fuck this. I'm just checking the guide. I give up! This is bullshit. Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck off.
Hold it.
Blah 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 blah. Can I skip this?
Objection.
I don't know why that applies to that. You know, I've lost the thought. I'm just gonna use the guide now. I don't give a fuck. I'm fed up of trying to fucking think this out. There's too many bloody combinations. It's like, what? So we're now deciding... So we're deciding that she wasn't killed with the candelabra because she was walking out. She could have got stabbed with it and then put the coat on afterwards. That's what it looks like. I suppose that proves that she wasn't dead straight after. I don't know. Also, I mean, thanks for the help, Fletchard. Chairman Winter, you know what this is, of course. The red raincoat. That's right, isn't it, Verity? Yes, sir, the one that Miss Ringer was wearing.
I warn you, Mr. Edgeworth, you will not be thanked for retreading old ground. Well, I'm afraid I might have to regardless. Now then, if you'll answer me this, Judge Gavell. You told us that the victim's bloodstains were found on the coat, but do you remember where exactly they were found? Wait, I don't have the context for that. It doesn't tell me where the blood was found. They were found on the hood end. No. What? What's the matter, Verity? The hood end was blood found anywhere else on the raincoat. No, it was not off. What the fuck? Where does it say that in the evidence? Whose fingerprints of blood were found on the hood? Oh, fuck me. It could have said only on the hood. I'll give up. Doesn't that strike you as odd? The victim died of stab wounds to the chest. Wouldn't that lead one to expect to find bloodstains in that area? And yet, there wasn't blood only on the hood. That's a glaring contradiction if I ever saw one. So what we're saying is she was killed by the head injury and someone stabbed her post-mortem to make it pretend that she... The head wound the victim suffered wasn't just some incidental injury. It was inflicted before the stab wounds to her chest. Perhaps you are correct. Perhaps the victim did sustain the head injury first. So wait, she was injured by with the head injury and then someone stabbed her to death afterwards? As you said, if she had been stabbed first, there would be blood in the chest area of the raincoat. Therefore, Miss Ringer cannot have been stabbed before the head injury had been inflicted on her. Evangel Donut saying head wound in the hood. But even if we concede this point that the head injury came before the chest wound, what difference would it make? How does it change our understanding of the case? I'd say it changes things a great deal. In fact, it raises an even more fundamental contradiction. That is quite the old claim, Mr. Edgeworth. I have to admit you have me intrigued. Perhaps you could show us this fundamental contradiction with some evidence. Which piece of evidence best demonstrates the contradiction order of the injuries revealed? Where is it?
Take that!
This is Dr. Hurt's preliminary findings, according to which the victim suffered a head injury post-mortem. But the order suggested by the bloodstains on the raincoat is exactly the opposite, yes. A bailiff, this court hereby subpoenas Dr. Hilda Hurt to the committee chamber with all due haste. Until she testifies, this case cannot be brought to a close. Yes, Your Honor. I'll go fetch her at once. Unfortunately, Dr. Hurt is a very busy woman. I doubt she'll be able to come immediately. In the meantime, there is another important angle I would like to explore. Frankly, something has been bothering me about the person at the heart of this case. The so-called ringleader. Who exactly are they? Yeah, good point. We never looked into that, huh? Because you're idiots. Despite having been mentioned repeatedly in this hearing, we still don't know even the most basic facts that might help us uncover their identity. Fletchard said, yeah, if the evidence contradicts findings, the evidence may be faulty. Yes, it does seem that way, and it brings Dr. Hertz's integrity into question. Evangel don't sing anyway, at least we got progress. Yeah, I've got the guide here now because I've given up, man. I've given up trying to fucking do this. I think it's too late at night for me to fucking try and do this. Wait. Oh? It's a song called 99999 plus $1 meal ticket. Interesting. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any thoughts on the matter? We've seen nothing that might serve as clear evidence of the auctioneer's identity as of yet. But there is someone involved with the case that I can name. I suspect that at the very least they might be able to point us in the right direction. And that's Chairman Winner, I demand that you testify as to what you know. Oh. Evangelii Donna saying the song came out in the 90s. Interesting. What? Are you crazy? Why would you accuse my dad? You would cast doubt on the integrity of the chairman of the committee? Do you understand the implications of such an act? I don't care who or what he is. We're talking about the truth here. And about a man who seems dead set on framing Kay at all costs. The mask, corsage, ticket stub, and everything else. The items Kay was carrying when she was found. They were deliberately placed in her possession somehow. By Chairman Winner himself. Ooh, that's a big accusation. I don't think you have any proof of that besides him saying that he did some dodgy. But he never specifically said what he did. A shocking accusation and one I find hard to believe. But for the sake of completeness, I must ask. Why would he do such a thing? To cast suspicion on Kay, of course. Why else? And why would he want to do that? Pardon me? I even managed to get him to say something to that effect. Mate, you can't say that in court if you don't have evidence of it. Chairman Winner, your rebuttal, please? I think the good chairman might be in shock. So what if I did? Did you hear me, dear boy? I said, so what if I did? Why would he say this? You say you got me to admit as much, but where's your proof? With no witness to speak of, your word alone is hardly enough to make an accusation like that stick. Fletchard saying we aren't in court, sadly. Isn't this a type of court, though? This is the court proceedings for the thing. But even then, right, we need proof, right? We need evidence. Fletcher said there are two words that come to mind right now. Prove it. Yeah. You can't accuse like that. Edgeworth should know. Or do you mean to tell us you have something more to base your outburst on? He still has the arrogance he showed back at the detention centre, and yet... Mate, you have no evidence, though. Mr. Edgeworth? I am going to have to ask you to explain yourself. Isn't this, what's the word? Evangelii Donna saying it's a court of private opinion. If that's alright, Mr. Chairman? Not at all. I'll be very interested to hear this for myself. I'm intrigued to learn where Miles might have gotten the idea that I'm some sort of criminal. Because you'll never find a more fine and upstanding citizen than myself. He has a lot of nerve acting all innocent like that. Very well, let's start at the very beginning. The fact that the auction took place right here in this hallowed trial chamber is a point of suspicion. A location that should, by rights, only be accessible to members of the committee. Yeah, they all have keycards to the room after all. Furthermore, these auctions seem to be held on a somewhat regular basis. And for that to be possible, there can only be one winning explanation. That's right, Mr. Winner. That the auctioneer is a member of the committee. No! Whoa! What on earth is wrong now? Well, what do I do, Dad? I played right into his hands. Oh ho ho, you did indeed, you utter nitwit. But Miles, my boy, you do realize that you've cast quite the wide net with your explanation. Yeah, he's accused everybody in the committee. Fletchard saying, and even worse, assuming Excelsius is the culprit, would he ever be stupid enough for such evidence to still exist? No. That's a good question. But I'm going to counter with this. Why on God's earth would you hold these dodgy auctions within the actual court, like prosecutorial court that you hold your official business at? Like, why would you do it in the same place? You smuggled the evidence out of the police's evidence lockers and kept it up in the same building as where you do the prosecutorial stuff. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just put it in a fucking random warehouse somewhere and do the auctions in a fucking random place? What fucking nonsense. Well, architecting because the desks smell nice. What? Evangelii don't think Dragnet goes brrr because it's private, Ash. What? Fletchard says, who would ever believe it? But like, they have the evidence, stolen evidence, in a stockroom just above this floor. Like, it's a really bad idea. You wouldn't... It's like, and if you're moving evidence, someone's gonna see you moving... I mean, they moved the giant stone head into the fucking... Someone's gonna see the stolen evidence. It's so stupid. Like try saying because that place is cozy. I don't know. Fletcher said the more you travel, the more likely someone will stumble on it. But like this prosecutorial court is in a separate building from the police now. So, Evangelii don't think people aren't able to steal stuff here as it's a government facility. I don't know. Like this isn't a private building. They've moved the prosecutorial court to a private building from the police building. Fletcher said, remember the elevator? Nobody would see it moving. Yeah, but remember, you have to bring the stone statue into the building. I'm pretty sure, and say you helicoptered it into the roof, which I don't think there's a big enough entrance from the roof, right? The elevator goes from the court floor up to the roof. You have to bring it into the building. Someone would see, man. I don't know. It's like, what's that giant... I mean, say you got it in a crate. What's that giant crate going up to the prosecutorial floor about? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. You saw nothing. Well, like that's because they serve cool it. What the fuck? That's true. There are 11 members of the committee altogether. 10 given Miss Ringer's unfortunate passing. 10 potential suspects in total. Yeah, all these other assholes. Well, certainly as a man, I can't be the chairman. You can. Man, are you just like suspicious of the chairman? Or like just after one accusation? Where is? Speak up right now. Who the fuck said that? Calm down, all of you, please. These people suck. I would expect them to have a bit more steel in this kind of situation, considering they're all senior, well-established prosecutors. Calm down, all of you, please. Otherwise, I'll set fire to you. Well, Miles, is that all the proof you've got against me? Yes. Huh, you're very quiet all of a sudden. But it's too late to back out now. You accused a former chief prosecutor and current committee chairman of a crime. I would tell you to prepare for the worst. But there's no preparing for what you're about to face. Oh shit. Look at those eyes. Those dead eyes. You've been forcing us to argue over every little detail for a while now. Mate, he's a prosecutor. You're a prosecutor. That's what you do. Where the murder happened, the order of the victim's injuries, some other things I hardly even remember. But you needn't have bothered, my boy, because it's all irrelevant in the end. Think about it. The suspect herself has already said she did it. That's all that matters at the end of the day, and her sentence will be lighter for it. So rejoice. Wait, what am I supposed to say to this? And there you have it. Feel free to pick holes in it as you see fit. Let me just check the guide. Where are we? Celsius. Alright. How can I, when that was barely a testimony to begin with? That man, he's a very powerful person, isn't he? Are you stupid? I mean, I know you've lost your memories, but we know that he's the head of the committee. It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. Please just let it go. What is wrong with you, man? Can you stop? Right, do you know what? This is really bad, right? You see someone that's putting all their efforts to try and help you, and you just continuously say, just give up. He's fucking in jail because of you, you nitwit. I did it. I'm the murderer. I even remember doing it. What? You saw a flash. Why am I... It's like, it's just like, why am I representing this person? Why are they incriminating themselves? Why am I here? Are we here just to suffer? Are we here to suffer? Evangelical Donut saying she is indeed a nitwit. I know, she's so annoying. Like, in this, like, God, just shut up, okay? Let me try and help you. You saw a flash of something half remembered, Kay. Nothing more. If you must believe in something... Believe in my head? Believe me when I say that you should believe in your own innocence instead. But... I'm up against the head of the committee here. This isn't going to be easy. But he seems to think he's already won. Perhaps I can use that against him. It's alright, Edgeworth. I've got the guide here. Add Fletcher to help out as well. Evangelical saying she's playing Edgeworth like a damn fiddle. This is some serious believe in me who believes in you. I know, it's flawed fucking logic. But when you're in a bind and someone genuinely believes in you, when you don't believe in yourself, this advice makes sense. So, I'll let it slide. Oh shit, what's going on my desk here? Fletcher said, you know, can you really blame Excelsius for agreeing with everything we think about Eustace? No, I mean, I don't blame Excelsius thinking Eustace is a fucking idiot. But whose fault is that, right? I mean, he has to be partly to blame for it. He did raise him, I'm assuming. You've been forcing us to argue out of every detail for a while now. Even if the broad strokes are correct, it doesn't make something true. Oh, don't be such a stuck in the mud. Stick in the mud. I'd say the bigger picture is more than enough here. After all, every case has its little inconsistencies and contradictions. If we let ourselves get bogged down in every single one, we'd never make any arrests. And once we did, the trial would drag on forever. Even you understand that, right? Not in the slightest, hence my inquiry into the details. Oh, to be so young and pig-headed. Anyway, you keep digging into these little details. Where the murder happened, the order of the victim's injuries, some other things I hardly even remember. I seem to recall the ringleader's identity and the faulty coroner's report being critical points of contention. Yes, I was listening, my boy. But critical is a matter of opinion. What the fuck? How can you possibly suggest that such fundamental issues are not important? Perhaps it is your ability to make sound judgments that should be on trial here today. Damn! Oh, ho, ho, bravo, my young hothead. Wonderfully cutting stuff. You do like to try, though, don't you? But you needn't have bothered, my boy, because that's all irrelevant in the end. There's no way any of that, what we've discussed today, is irrelevant, not unless you intend to bury the truth. But none of it is relevant, my dear boy. The only reason you keep trying to make it relevant is otherwise you're up creek without a paddle. Lol. Think about it. The suspect herself has already said she did it. Just because she confessed to something doesn't make it the truth. Kate is suffering from amnesia, so any statement she makes should be taken with at least a grain of salt.
Objection.
Even so, it doesn't exactly solve anything for us, does it, dear boy? And it would be nonsensical to dismiss her confession outright. I tell you what, why don't we ask her one last time? Though I'm sure she'll just say she did it again. Fine, let's do that. She's just going to say she did it again. Let's ask her again. We'll see if she really believes herself to be the culprit. Huh? You mean me? Is this really what you want, Mr. Edgeworth? If it goes badly, it could significantly weaken your position. I know, but there's no other way. I only request that I be the one to question her. You really know how to tug at an old man's heartstrings, you know. But fine, ask away, on one condition. If this turns out to be a waste of time, that's it. I will set fire to your cravat. We'll call the proceedings to an end and then and there. Agreed? Call the proceedings to an end? You mean the hearing? Yes, dear boy, that's right. Perhaps you aren't a complete muddlehead after all. Now, just so we're clear, if we ask again and all that happens is the girl confirms her guilt, she is officially declared guilty on the spot. Yes, that sounds like a great plan if I do say so myself. Wait, I've just realised there's no judge here. Is Verity Gavel a judge? I know she has the gavel, but is she a judge? That's it. You just declare her guilty just like that. That's the gist of it. It's a big risk, but he's going to find a way to condemn her either way if we don't do something. Okay. Yes? Don't fucking say you're guilty, you dumbass. I know it's a lot to ask, but I need you to think. Do you remember anything else about what happened on the day of the murder? Evangelion is saying she's a judge? How can the prosecutors and the judges be on the same fucking team? That's biasness. What the fuck? A district... She is a fucking judge. Why is she a judge and also a member of the prosecutorial excellence? Like, should she not be independent of the prosecutors? I don't understand this. Prosecutors are different from judges. Why is she a judge and also a prosecutor? Are you getting what are you just lifting up what I'm putting down? What the fuck is this? Fletcher said they've been calling her Judge Gavel all game. Yeah, I like my point though, because I was like, she is a judge, isn't it? My point is, why is she a judge? Why is she a judge and also a prosecutor? That doesn't make sense. She's a member of the committee that judges the prosecutors. But she's also like an actual district court judge that judges like normal court cases. This is fucking insane. Like, I feel like this is a bias. There's a massive bias here, or something. The Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence is an oversight committee for prosecutors. So she's not a prosecutor. Because the head of the committee is a prosecutor, right? Former chief prosecutor, current chairman of the committee. And then the other people, I don't know what the fuck they are. Anything that might help us prove your innocence. Fletcher said, Excelsius isn't a prosecutor anymore. He was once the head prosecutor. Okay. So it's a mixture of people. Vangedo said they make sure prosecutors aren't doing Von Karma things like forging evidence. Funny that, eh? Why are you still fighting it, Mr. Edgeworth? Fucking hell. It's no use. I can't be of help to you. Right. It's at this point, I would just slap her and say, get some sense into you, girl. Fletcher's saying he still wears his old badge. Ah. Evangelion saying, yeah, the head is a former chief prosecutor. They use his expertise. Fletcher is saying, and those other badges are all the ones he stripped from the others who crossed him. That makes sense. I'm too scared to try and remember anymore. What if I remember something even worse? Oh my god. And if I did, I'd just be making more trouble for you. Please, just accept it. The K you thought you knew is a dangerous criminal. Shut the fuck up. Right, wait a minute. Let me just check something. Why is there a random dude in the back? Why is there a random stained glass window of a dude with what looks like a rose in his mouth? Is that a dude? And he's just wearing a coat and he's just like casually standing there looking cool. What is this fucking drawing? Anyway. A criminal who let you down and betrayed your trust. Oh my god. Don't worry, Kay. You have nothing to be afraid of. Damn it, Edgeworth. You've got fucking nerves of steel to deal with that way. I may not have known you for very long, but I know you well enough. I've known you for 2 weeks. It's just like I've known her all my life. And right now, I'd say I know you better than you know yourself. I mean, she has amnesia, so yes. You would never commit a murder. You could never, because this is who you really are. Yeah, fuck this up. You're the great thief Yatagarasu. Bad, you lost a lot of fucking thing if you got that wrong. A noble outlaw who would never stoop so low as to kill. Evangelion Donut saying, that be a dude, somebody slap K. Get some. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Oh, for fuck's sake. Because all I can see is red. Is the one memory that's returned. I have to face it. Oh, don't you fucking get me in trouble. No, the only evidence of your guilt is the confession they forced out of you. As I said earlier, you have to believe that you're better than that. You have to believe in yourself. We're not using evidence anymore. We're just fucking believing that we're not a criminal. Ivacento is saying, somebody slap Kay, slap her now. Or are you saying you don't believe a word of what I've been telling you? Oh, damn. Fucking, we're twisting it this way. We're doing this now. No, it's not that. Then what is it? You're trying so hard to help me. And you're trying so hard to undermine me. And you're risking so much for me. It's too much. You have to stop. I'm begging you. Oh my God. Somebody slap this person. Ah, so that's what's going on. What? You're just too worried? I thought it was strange, but now I see. The reason you're allowing yourself to be railroaded into accepting your fate is because of me, isn't it? Which is exactly what the K I know would have done. What? You're a good person, Mr. Edgeworth. Am I? I don't think he is. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I'm not, and I don't plan on becoming one anytime soon. Damn! Based Edgeworth. If I checked on it saying punch her in the gobber, mate. Mate, what the fuck? That's so harsh. I mean, I was just saying slap some sense into her. It's like... Whoosh. Because despite all your wishes to the contrary, I'm still trying to help you. That makes you a bad person? Okay. So you see, I've merely been servicing my own ego, regardless of what I put you through. Now, let's try this again. See the good in yourself, Kay. Remember the noble thief you truly are. That memory of you committing the murder, you need to question it with all you have. That's all I ask. Yeah, question your memories. They're all false because I said so. So please do it for me. Do it for Edgeworth. Do it for Edgy. Memories. Oh shit. Ah, fuck. She collapsed. This is what happens, Edgeworth, when you push someone too far. You didn't. Your memories are false. Remember the right memories. Okay. What's wrong? Did you remember something? Oh, it'd be like some cliche movie plot if she did. Sorry, that's not the voice I gave him, but whatever. A cow. What? Give me a second, guys. That is going to be the title of this. Oh my god. I have no idea what this means. Oh god. Edgeworth broke her brain. Yep. Not exactly what we were expecting. If I tried to sing a cow, so she remembered just Gavel. Oh, harsh. A cow? Mr. Edgeworth, if you could perhaps ask her for a few more details. Well, Kay, what can you tell us about this cow? I remember now. Moo, I'm a cow. The person in the red raincoat, she had it in her hand. A stuffed cow. I can see it so clearly now. Well, the breakthrough we've been looking for. A random fucking stuffed animal. Are you sure, Miss Faraday? Are you absolutely certain? Yes, I'm sure. Why did you not fucking remember this earlier, Kay? If I did not say BRB call, no problem. And then this court acknowledges the defendant's latest statement as new testimony. Wait, why is Gavel on our side all of a sudden?
Objection.
Have you lost your mind, Verity? We can't accept testimony like this. With all due respect, Mr. Chairman, information pertaining to the victim and her possessions is new and highly relevant evidence.
Objection.
Need I remind you of the addled state of her memory? No, this simply won't do. Addled, but if we claim her memory is unreliable now, then our own argument is weakened, sir. You said yourself only a few minutes ago that thanks to the suspect's confession, we need not worry ourselves over the final details, did you not? Were we to call the validity of her memories into question? Then we must also call into question the confession on which our entire argument is based. Whoa, look at him struggling to light that. Mate, fill it back up with gas. Is that really the most advisable course of action? Yes, you're right. Proceed as you see fit then. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We're still in the game, but only by the skin of our teeth. What does that even mean? The skin of your teeth? Hello, Made in Scotland. Hello, Made in Scotland on Twitch. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I suppose technically I was made in Scotland as well. Good, how are you? I'm good, thanks. And enjoying this game. And only thanks to Judge Cavell's intervention. It's almost as if she was... Oh wait, shit, it's Edgeworth stuff. It's almost as if she was on our side for a second. Yeah, I've been suspecting this. This is weird. Mary Scott is saying, and I love Ace Attorney. I do. I mean, I'm a massive fan of the Phoenix Wright series. And so... automatically a fan of the Ace Attorney series. I've been playing through Ace Attorney 1 and I'm now on Ace Attorney 2. I'm playing the Ace Attorney Investigation Collection. I think that came out more recently. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, the stuffed animal? What about it? I believe the cow in question is this thing here, Your Honor. We found it in the storeroom and believe it is yet another auction lot. Huh? Wait, that's... Do you know something, Cavell? No, it's just not what I imagined. What did you think it was? I suppose it is a rather odd thing for the victim to have been carrying. Made in Scotland said, yeah, I've done them all. I played the first game a long time ago. I don't think I played the second game. I had to get it as an import because it didn't have a translation. This was a long, long time ago. I think I played some of the second game on the DS. And then when this came out, I was like, oh my god, I'm definitely going to play this like PC version that's got revamped graphics and a proper translation. So this has been years in the waiting for me to play this. But also this is massively frustrating because I suck at this game. I should to look over it carefully. Is this the first time we've properly looked at this doll? So this like, it's interesting, like this gameplay where you can like rotate evidence around and look at them. I remember the first Phoenix Wright game I played on the DS, which was I think a remake of the original that was on the GBA or something. There was a special fifth case for that game, which I don't think was in the original GBA game, and that featured allowing you to use the touchscreen to look at evidence and rotate them around and stuff, which was pretty awesome. Still is. The right horn seems intact, but I can't say it's doing much for the overall symmetry of this stuffed toy. Look, Mr. Edgeworth, it moves. It does. We've not noticed this before. What the fuck was that? It sounds like sand being crushed. What? It would seem there is a recording device hidden inside. Oh, this is well convenient. Made in Scotland said, I've never played the originals, only since they've been released on Xbox. Oh, interesting. I didn't even know they were out on Xbox. I have the Phoenix Wright, because it's, what is it? There's Phoenix Wright, then there's Apollo Justice. So I've got the Phoenix Wright trilogy, I think, on PC, because that came out a while back. I think Phoenix Wright not available for Mac OS, iPad or something, or maybe even iPhone. And what is this? I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. What? Nothing to say for yourself? I've waited so long for this day, and now I finally have my revenge. What is going on here? Ah! Skirsh. Bzzzt. Could this be the moment of the murder? And someone made a recording of it? Fitted with a recording device that captured part of a conversation, one of the people recorded had a prominent burn. That was the deceased has a burn in the back of their hand. Hey, that's them right there. What? Them's the voices I heard. Sure as eggs is eggs. What? Unfortunately, we have no way of verifying when these voices were recorded. It's possible they have nothing to do with the murder, if only there was some accompanying video footage. You got bugs in your ears or something, lady? I done told ya them's the voices I heard. You know, we can't use that. And we already know the victim was holding that thing, right? So it's gotta be from when she got. Yes, it is a possibility, but a weak one without more than your word to back it up. We need something more, something credible. We need. Yet again, she seems to be stepping in to help. Judge Gavelle, I think we all know the voices are from the moment of the murder. Consider for a moment the words we heard one of the speakers say. I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. I believe you have something that could explain what these words are referring to and how it's all related. Which piece of evidence proves that the voices are from when the murder occurred? So we have this one. Are they going as preliminary findings? How do they prove anything? Indeed, what on this page shows that the voices must be from the time of the murder.
Take that!
I know stuff. Made in Scotland saying, yeah, they have Apollo Justice and Investigations collection, but your prosecutor is Edgeworth instead of defense. Yeah. Because Edgeworth is always, I mean, Edgeworth is a prosecutor, right? It's funny, like in these games, he plays defense. Well, in the second game, I think, which is kind of fascinating. Having played all the previous games over the years, seeing Edgeworth in this light, being a defense, fighting for someone's defense, is very interesting to say the least. Fletchard is saying, isn't it unusual that Lotta Hart is one of the hardest logic chess since she has no temper control? I mean, I'm not going to say it's unusual. She is a massive pain in the arse. I am not surprised that she is a massive pain in the arse for any of the mini games. Think again on the words we heard. This part in particular sticks out in mind. You can't hide that burn from me. The victim had a prominent burn mark on the back of her right hand. And what of it? According to Kay's testimony, the victim was carrying the stuffed cow toy. And a burn mark, an identifying mark unique to the victim, was mentioned on the recording it captured. Yeah, it's just a coincidence. Stuff like that happens all the time, right? I'm not so sure that it does, especially not in this case. The court accepts that the recording may be from the time of the murder, in which case one of the two voices must belong to the real culprit. And based on the content of the conversation, it seems likely that it's the one we hear the most. But that still doesn't tell us anything about the killer's true identity, or even if they're male or female. Due to the voice change is correct. Unfortunate, but unavoidable. And one thing, however, has become clear. We are now able to say that the voices Miss Hart heard were those of Miss Ringer and her killer. Just like I done told you there was. What the fuck? Ugh. We can say something else now, too. And then let's hear it. That is, if you don't mind, Mr. Gemma. Do as you wish. According to Miss Hart, just before the murder occurred, two people came up to the storeroom from the committee chamber on the elevator. The ringleader and one of the auction attendees. It seems this was the point at which money exchanged hands. The murder happened immediately afterward, and the auction carried on after that. All of which point to one key fact. What else does this latest revelation tell us? No. Since the ringleader was the auction's sole auctioneer, then it follows that they cannot be the victim. Hey, Gavel. And right now, is this there's a good boy? fuck? And if they weren't the victim, then they can only have been the killer. A compelling argument, but hardly conclusive. I am fully aware of that, Your Honor. I was merely warming up for the main event. What? There were certain traces left in the scene that seemed to suggest that the ringleader was the killer. And then please hurry up and show us what is something that was placed on the scene that points to the ringleader as having been the killer. As usually worn chest, torn from the victim's clothes. Wait, where was this found? I guess it's... What else was there?
Take that.
Ah, shit. It's not that. Is it the fact that she was... Wait, where can I save? If the ringleader was a killer, there's something they would have wanted to hide. Let's think about this. So they a mask. Does that indicate that was the ringleader? What was left with the recording device that captured one of the person recorded had a prominent burn. So it can't be that. I need to present a piece of evidence that suggests that. What did they want to hide? Oh, well, they wanted to hide the body, right? But that doesn't suggest it was the ringleader. Box in which the killer hid the body, traces of blood were detected inside. Is it that? What else was there? Mr. Edgeworth, if you wish for us to believe your assertion that the ringleader was the killer, we will need to see some evidence to that effect. I understand, Your Honor, and I'm about to show you just that. What is something that was placed on the scene that points to the ringleader as having been the killer? Was it the mask?
Take that.
Oh, it's not the mask. Was it the magenta? Oh, the magenta fucking flower?
Take that.
Nope. I'm struggling, guys. What the fuck? What was fucking... I don't know. Struggling. Why am I fucking... Everything in this case, I've just had to fucking guess through. What the fuck?
Take that.
Oh my god. I've just lost the thread of what the fuck. Right. What were they trying? Oh wait, this was hidden, right? No, what was hidden? I've not tried the box. Have I tried the box? I've not tried the box. I think I have tried the box. I don't know. This should be a shoo-in, but no. I'm just gonna keep guessing until I get it. I don't give a fuck. Wait, where did I last save in this game?
Take that.
This is terrible. I don't care. Let me skip through this shit. Fuck. What were they trying to fucking hide? This?
Take that.
No, right. The ringleader wanted to hide his location. Oh man. Fletcher said he wanted to hide the exits of the storeroom. How did he do that? He made it look like the murderer crawled as well. How? He moved the body, right? Did I not do I've done the body thing, though. The conference room blood? But I thought that just drained down from the left. See?
Take that!
God help me. I don't get it. I mean, I do get it, but like, I thought the blood actually dripped from the elevator, because it says the blood drip. What does it say in that thing? Blood was detected in the secret elevator. Looks like it dripped through to the floor below. Which is that? Like... But when we first saw it, we thought it meant the killing occurred there. Yeah, but like... But it even says the blood... It was placed there to hide the evidence of the storeroom. But like, it would have dripped from the left. I fucking... This sucks. The killer deliberately left a large pool of blood at the foot of the Goddess of Justice statue. It was due to that blood that we originally thought the murder had happened in this chamber. I fucking hate this. But But it was simply a ruse designed to cover up the blood that had dripped down from the storeroom. What ruse? He didn't do anything, he just left the blood there. Fletcher is saying, what if we didn't know about the lift though? Wouldn't you have just looked up? In order to conceal the existence of the underground auction, correct? But the underground auction happened here. How does... Correct. If the culprit had nothing to do with the auction, they would have had no reason to cover up that blood. Which further supports the theory that the ringleader and the killer were one and the same. And as to the identity of the ringleader, do you have anyone you'd like to name? What the fuck? The auction is always held in this committee chamber, with its storeroom located just overhead. So at the very least, we know the murderous ringleader has some connection to the committee. Yes, yes. And you suspect me, correct? As the committee's most powerful member, that should hardly be a surprise, right?
Objection.
Oh shit. You're a fine prosecutor, that much I'll give you. But as I think I may have mentioned already, you're also hopelessly naive. Fletcher said, but when someone won, they went upstairs to get their prize. Yeah, but... I don't know, man. Like, You've got nothing, dear boy, have you? No evidence whatsoever. No, we don't. Unless you've got something to share after all. Oh, shit. He's called my bullshit. Do I have any evidence to show that Chairman Winner is the murderer? No. It was Chairman Winner himself who brought up the fact that I suspected him. And he seemed confident right from the get-go that he's untouchable. Which means he knows. He knows I have nothing. Oh ho ho, well Miles, my boy, time to pay the piper. Ah, I've always wanted to say that. Verity, he's all yours. Wait, dang it. I just remembered something. Oh, she always does this. Huh? Did you have amnesia too? Nah, it just came to me. Flash of inspiration, you know how it is. Very well, say your piece.
Objection.
What are you doing, Verity? What are you doing, Verity? Mr. Edgeworth has made it clear that he won't give up until every last lick of hope has been extinguished. So extinguished we must, lest he try to drag us through this excruciating process again in the future. That sounds like a bullshit excuse. Yeah, what she said, I don't quite get it, but it sounded pretty cool. Don't worry, Dad, I'll help Gavel bring this to a winning finish. We'll show them how wrong they are. Fine, let's hear what the witness has to say. He must have an idea that Verity's trying to help us now. You heard the gem on Miss Hat? If you would be so kind. Well, alright then. Here's goes nothing. Fucking hell, it's too many different voices. Well, I say too many different voices. It's just me ever so slightly changing my voice each time. Where are we? The facts, Miss Hart, and nothing but the facts, please. Don't you worry your pretty little head on that front. I'm a journalist. Truth's my middle name. Calling me officially worried. So the ringleader's the killer, right? Which makes the victim one of them auction goers. Fuck, this is a terrible voice. I apologize. The thing is, that don't add up. I counted 11 people coming down that hatch, see? Then the murder happened, and then the auction started back up again. Now, I had me a look back downstairs right after that. No. And wouldn't you know it, there were 11 little duckies all lined up in a row again. How? Oh, shit. And you're sure of this, Miss Hat? Sure can be, your gavelship. Saw him with my own two peepers. Why in the fuck? Oh my god, she always fucks shit up. So 11 before the murder, 11 again right after means... Wait, that's a thingy? A contradiction, Eustace. Do you try to keep up? Oh, he's nervous. Miss Hart, did nothing really change at all? I done told you already, they carried right on again like nothing ever even happened. Oh, except for, it wasn't nothing much, but... What is it? That little old mallet doodad. Can't have yourself an auction without one. Kinda like the one Missy over there's got, but different. The auctioneer's hammer. That's the bunny? What? I done hear that thing banging and clanging right the way through, then nothing, just like that. So the noise of the hammer stopped midway through. Could have been something to do with the murder. Miss Hart's statement data updated my organizer. Fletcher, well, for Evangelido's going lot of heart. I do not like her. Fletcher is saying, nah, Excelsius has only one thought, the fact that you cannot possibly touch him. He's not worried one bit. He should be. But it's that type of complacency which will help us in this case, and which is helping us in this case. If what Miss Hart is telling us is true, we have something of a problem. Namely that if the victim is neither the auctioneer nor one of the attendees, your entire theory cannot stand, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, fuck you, Hart. Fuck. Chalk went up for justice. Eat that, Edgeworth. See, Mr. Edgeworth? There really was nothing we could do. No, there must be something we're overlooking. Something we still don't have an explanation for. I just need to think. If I can't, Kay is. Wait. Oh yeah, I suppose that just makes Kay the killer, right? Alright, kids. Do we finally have all our answers now? If so, then I expect you to make good on... one moment, sir. I worry that it might still be a little early to pass judgment. After all, we have one more matter yet to resolve. Oh yeah, it hurts. The coroner. And until we do, we cannot claim complete and total victory over Mr. Edgeworth. What? Is that not so, Mr. Edgeworth? Frankly, I expected you to have raised your voice by now. Because he's an idiot. Aloud, hold it, perhaps? Oh, yes, of course. And once again, she has rescued us from the jaws of defeat. Very well, let's get this over, shall we? What is this one matter that still remains? Why the contradiction in the coroner's report, sir? That's, I'm back with the witness, Your Honour. Oh, I'm an old lady. Wow, what's all this about? Why'd you call us back down here? Did somebody suddenly fall ill and have a compress ready to take 2 shakes of ouch? This better be good. Did somebody else drop dead? Well, they might soon wish they had. What the fuck? Dr. Hertz, Miss Needler, thank you for coming on such short notice. Let me assure you this won't take long. Quit trying to bar me up and cut to the chase, will ya? Of course, we summoned you here to confirm something. What is Judge Gavelle up to? Dr. Hertz, this court asks that you provide the unabridged truth regarding the following. Do you stand by your preliminary findings? Can you vouch for their complete and total accuracy? Grandma doesn't make mistakes, ever. That's strange. Huh? What do you mean? In the course of this trial, an error was indeed found in her report. And so I ask again for the truth, Dr. Hertz. Did you alter, tamper with, or in any way falsify your findings? That's awful. How could you even say that? What are you asking me for? Why the heck would I want to do that? Good question. I don't know. To help the true culprit, of course. As if I'd know anything about all that. I just know I didn't do anything of the sort. Fucking hell. What is... Then that seems doubly strange. What other explanation could there be for the discrepancy in your report, Mr. Edgeworth? I wonder if you might have any thoughts on the matter. Was it doctored? It's not like you to be coy, I must say, as she hinting towards the Von Karma way. Why does she keep taking charge and helping me? I still don't know what she's trying to do, but I'll happily take what I can get. If everything was recorded accurately and then handed off to Mr. Winner according to protocol, then the report shouldn't contain any mistakes. Wait, for the record, I didn't do anything to report. I guess we'll see, won't we? Dr. Hertz, perhaps we could begin with your side of the story. Why do we even need to? This is pointless. I'll be the judge of what's pointless, thank you very much. We have patients waiting back at the hospital. Why is she, as the head doctor, having to deal with patients directly? But Grandma, youch, we really don't have time for this. Won't you please help us? I can't stress how important this is. Grandma says she'll testify, but could you please make it quick? If we're not back soon, people will suffer. I'm pretty sure they won't. I'm pretty sure you're just feeding them with medicine that they probably don't need. And yet you had no qualms about taking your time and buying cotton candy the last time we saw you. Damn, Edgeworth. We'll let you go as soon as we can, I promise. Assuming you can tell us the truth, that is. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dang! No way there's a mistake in Grandma's report, not never. I've been dealing with the dead longer than you've been alive, son Jim. Dang. Me writing something wrong is about as likely as, ouch! And what the heck do you think I stand to gain by doctoring a file, Don't make a lick of sense. And that's all she has to say. Nothing funky here. Funky. See, it's just as I thought. There's no chance the good doctor doctored her findings. And you swear by the Holy Goddess that this testimony is true? Of course, Grandma's never told a lie in her... Your opinions are not necessary, Nuss Needler. Your grandmother is the subject of this inquiry, not you. Not necessary? That's not fair. I'm the only ally poor Grandma has. Go ahead and shout objection left and right, but you best be prepared then as the ex-prosecutor. Damn. Oh, I'm more than prepared. I'm ready to expose the truth behind the error in your report. Oh my god. Evangelion Donut saying Granny never told a lie in her objection. I know he objected to that because that's fucking bullshit. No way there's a mistake in Grandma's report, not never. I've been dealing with the dead longer than you've been alive, Sonny Jim. Me writing something wrong is about as likely as ouch. And what the heck do you think I'd stand to gain by Dr. Fire? Don't make me look sense. Well, I'm looking at the guide now because I'm wanting to finish up soon. Wait, what time? Oh, it's only 3 hours into the fucking stream. Damn! Fletcher says, I love this one. Time for you to have a big brain moment. I'm cheating here, mate. Because I can't be fucked. Evangelion saying, Sunny Jim, is she Australian? I don't know, man. Fletcher saying, care for hints or not? Are you okay if I hint from here on out? Or should I ask you? Ask each time. Like, just because I I do like to figure them out myself a lot of times. You may not have stood to gain anything from it, but what about your granddaughter? What's the insinuation here? Me? I didn't stand to gain anything either. Never mind her. What about your little friend over there? She'd stand to gain something for sure. Look at you trying to accuse my sweet innocent Florence of wrongdoing. Florence? Yeah, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I wish you'd tell that chairman winner. Anywho, nobody doctored that report, you hear? Nobody. Nobody what? And that's all she has to say. Dr. Hertz doesn't sound like she's lying. No, but she only communicates through her granddaughter. I should probably try to make sure that Nurse Needler is being truthful too. What? No way there's a mistake in Grand's report. I've been dealing with that long.
Hold it!
The victim appears to put this raincoat on after sustaining the head injury. And yet there was not a single drop of her blood in the chest area of the raincoat. Therefore, she must have been hit in the head before she was stabbed in the chest, making it pre-mortem. Oh, that's... Ouch! I don't need you to teach me how to suck eggs, young man. My dang report already says what you just said, don't it? What? Your report states that the head injury appears to have been sustained post-mortem, which is the exact opposite of what I just said. Oh. Sure. What? I diligently dictated that report to Florence here, and she wrote it all down just like I said. If something happened to it after that, weren't nothing to do with me. What the fuck? You dictated it. If you could please tell me more. I diligently dictated that report to Florence. Anything after that were nothing to do with me.
Hold it!
Just so we're on the same page, what were your conclusions regarding the body? Well, like I said, ouch. Sorry, it was death from a good hard knock to the noggin. Oh shit. And can you say for certain when that knock happened, Dr. Hertz? Pre-mortem, of course. Chest wound after the poor girl died. I told Florence that, and she wrote it down, so that's what it says in the dang report. That may be what you told her, but I think we're finally getting to the truth. And what the heck do you think I stand to gain?
Objection!
Dr. Hertz, I'd like you to take a look at the report for yourself. Fletcher saying my hint would have been maybe she didn't, but there are two people up here, right? I don't like the implication that Needler is up to no good. Fletcher saying generic old lady talk. Okay, sorry, you said you were using the guy, so this one was oh, sorry, no, this one, yeah, the guy did actually say press the third statement, so I've done that, and then I think it was obvious to use the report. Oh, I'll read it. Youch! Oh, she's sweating. This ain't what I said. This ain't what I said at all. What? What do you mean exactly? Oh, damn! I don't know. But I can't say that. Oh wow, Needler is fucking under the pay. Fletcher said this one was cake, huh? Yeah, I mean, I knew to... Well, I checked the guide to press the third statement. I would have just pressed all of them. Miss Needler, if you are attempting to bury Dr. Hertz's truth, I will gladly hear her confession myself on behalf of the goddess of justice. Dr. Hertz seemed to be telling Judge Gavelle something in private. What? I see. What? Very well, allow me to relay to everyone what you have just told me. Ain't no doubt about what I said. I dictated my findings to Florence just like I told you I did. The fuddle-headed young thinger must have wrote it down or wrong or something. Wow, that was a great impression. Yes, but was it really necessary? So in summary, there is an error in the report. And it was all because of you, Nurse Needler. The true facts have now been shown to be that the head injury occurred prior to the chest wound. The question now, Miss Needler, is why did you introduce such an error? Fletcher said Needler and Hertz are a reference to a Japanese comedy act. Interesting. Just a minute, Verity. You make it sound as if the poor girl did it deliberately. Whereas it seems to me she just made a little mistake. How the fuck do you make a mistake like that? Pre-mortem, post-mortem, they're practically the same word, don't you think? Except they mean two completely opposite things. This was deliberate, no doubt about it. But why would she want to change it? Evangelii Donate saying man's eye comedy to be specific. Interesting. Exactly, thanks. Ouch! You won't get away that easy. Explain yourself, young lady. But Grandma, You submitted a falsified report, an act that led to Kay being accused of murder. You owe us an explanation. I can't tell you. Not don't want to, but can't. This is really rather unpleasant, don't you think? Ganging up on this poor, considerate girl who's only looking after her grandmother. She has nothing to do with anything. She simply made one tiny mistake, so why not leave it there? You'd like that, wouldn't you? Because the only person her testimony would hurt is you. What on earth do you mean, my boy? Seeing as you're now a de facto ex-prosecutor, you're going to need to explain yourself better than that. I'd be happy to. I'll even spell it out for you. Nurse Needler's role in this crime was very important because... Nurse Needler doctored the report in order to cover for her accomplice. Ouch! Oh ho ho, so she's a co-conspirator. This innocent young thing. Do share your grounds for making such a wild accusation, dear boy. The murder couldn't have been committed by one person working on their own. Without at least two people, it wouldn't have been possible to... Oh shit. The murderer couldn't have moved the victim's body without help. But Miss Ringer was pretty slender, right? Yeah, shit. You wouldn't... So wouldn't most people have been able to move her on their own? What? Oh, I suppose so. Fuck. Thinking back over everything from around the time of the murder, the fact that the victim was one of the attendees contradicts a certain person's testimony. In which case, there's only one possible answer here. You don't actually have any grounds for your conspiracy, do you? Oh, I do. Trust me. Without at least two people, it wouldn't have been possible to maintain the attendee numbers, I suppose. If the auctioneer was the murderer and the victim was one of the attendees, the fact that witness testified to there being 11 attendees even after the murder doesn't make sense. Hey, watch it. Y'all gotta call my good word into question now, too? Fucking hell. That's not what I meant. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I'm taking you at your word, which means there must be a co-conspirator. I know it's hard, my boy, but sometimes you just have to accept that you were wrong. No. I wasn't wrong, I just hadn't considered the possibility of the killer having an accomplice. But as soon as we do, things start to fall into place. If the killer's accomplice returned to the auction room in place of the victim, there would indeed have been 11 attendees both before and after the murder. Well, so that's your thinking, is it? It's certainly an intriguing theory. Evangelii Donate saying basically the idiot and straight man comedy duo, or the man's eye comedy. Right. But surely the imposter would have been spotted right away. I don't imagine that Nurse Needler looks strikingly different from the victim in build and stature. With the help of a mask, she could very easily have replaced Miss Ringer without anybody noticing. Well, Nurse Needler, is that what happened? Did you take the victim's place at the auction? I wouldn't do something like that. Now tell us, the ringleader, who were they? I can't tell you, I just can't. I'd hurt Grandma too. Ow! But Grandma... And don't you worry about me, I can take it. What? You just tell me everything, child. But... Wait, what? Grandma! Oh my god, why are you slapping your grandma? Oh my god! What the fuck? So I was right, she was an accomplice. Miss Needler, why? I don't like that. I mean, I get this is supposed to be a comedy skit, but I don't appreciate her slapping the shit out of her grandmother. She's pretty old as well. Well, Miss Needler, can you explain yourself? Yes. Huh? Oh, thank you, Grandma, but I'm alright now. I confess it. I changed places with Miss Ringer. So you admit that you were working with the ringleader? Yeah, I was helping them. What the fuck? I don't know how, but they found out Miss Ringer was going to attack them. The culprit was going to be attacked by their victim. They seemed pretty sure it was going to happen that night, so they made a counter plan. They wanted to strike first, and they wanted me to help them. I was told to go to the storeroom before the auction began and wait there. Now hold on right there, missy. I didn't see nothing, my eyes don't lie. If you'd have been there before the auction, I would have bumped right into you. I was there the whole time through, and you weren't there for a bit of it. But I'm not lying. Well, that's easy for you to say, but you were lying about altering our report only a few minutes ago. Huh. I think we're all well aware of the number of potential hiding places in that storeroom. Are we? Where exactly are you trying to say our friend the nurse was hiding, Nurse Needler hid here while she was waiting in the storeroom. What? Oh my god. Seriously.
Take that!
She hid inside this clothes box. Fletcher said just slapping her hair won't hurt her. I mean, I hope so. Oh, she did she? Huh? Well, it was there the whole time, even before I moseyed on in. But like I done told y'all, I had all of them chains around it. Wanted to hide in there myself, but it was locked up tight, so I had to go elsewhere. I imagine that's because Nurse Needler was already lying in there by the time you arrived. What, they locked up the fucking thing? What? That's right, we didn't want anybody to open it or would have really blown our cover. So they locked it up with you inside? That would have been fucking frightening. So the ringleader told me to climb in and wait until it was time for my part of the plan. And then they wrapped the whole box up in chains. Was there holes in the box? Could you breathe? I think they took the elevator downstairs not so long after. Wait, why did you help the ringleader? Who is the ringleader? Why are you not telling the name? It was just before the auction was due to start. So as the auction was beginning, you and Miss Hart would have been the only people in the storeroom. Yeah, I think so. The auction proceeded as always did, until a certain customer came upstairs to complete her purchase. That was when the incident occurred. Miss Hart overheard the victim and the culprit exchanging words around them. You betcha I was behind that statue there shaking like a dang leaf the whole time. Evangelia don't saying ringleader is obvious, but why is she not mentioning the name? If it's the chairman who's standing right there, why is not saying, oh yeah, the chairman asked me to do this? She's like being really weird about it. In the middle of the quarrel, Miss Ringer was killed by the auctioneer. I imagine that the auctioneer then carried Miss Ringer's body over to the clothes box, from which Nurse Needler emerged and swapped places with the victim. After placing Miss Ringer's body inside the box, Nurse Needler's role now was to pretend to be Miss Ringer. This is insanity. Fletcher saying, I like that Ringer means someone who bids on their own lot to inflate the price when referring to an auction. Oh, interesting. The two of them then returned to the room below as if nothing had happened. Does that about sum up what happened in the storeroom, Nurse Needler? Yes, in fact, that's exactly what happened. Hold up, so you just waltzed right back on in and nobody noticed? This is two completely different people we're talking about. You're telling me not one of the other folks down there at the auction caught on? Why would they? The other auction goers had no reason to notice the difference when Nurse Needler entered because... As we've seen, Miss Ringer and Nurse Needler are about the same build. What's more, the auction rule requires attendees to wear their masks at all times. If Nurse Needler were wearing the same clothes as Miss Ringer, nobody would have been any the wiser. No, and they weren't. I borrowed Miss Ringer's clothes and... Ouch! And left the poor child in her smalls. Have you no respect, girl? No, Grandma, I thought the same thing. It wouldn't have been nice to leave her like that. So when the ringleader wasn't looking, I put that raincoat on her. So that's how Miss Ringer came to be wearing it. Wait, she was wearing, like, next to nothing underneath that? That's not... Thus the auction was able to carry on as before. Guess the part where I caught the red raincoat on film came just after that. Yeah, it must be. Then it all makes sense. Right after that was when I went on over and looked downstairs through the gap in the elevator, spied me 11 happy little auction goers, and back and snuck to my little hidey hole. Don't tell me you were hiding back there the entire time after that. Well, that is, not exactly. What? What is it? Did something happen? So maybe I ought to have mentioned this before, but I fell asleep for a few winks after that. Well, passed out, unconscious you might say. What? What happened? Didn't eat? Oh, nothing much. Kind of silly really, but there was a sudden loud noise and it startled me just a little bit, you know? Yeah, alright, maybe more than a little, but I just witnessed a murder. Can't blame a girl for getting jumpy. Guess that got my heart shook and my head faint. Before I knew it, I was out like a light. Well, by the time I came to, it was the next dying day, and there y'all were clanking down that ladder. I see, so you were startled by a loud noise and felt unconscious. I suppose that means you don't know what happened after that. Not per se, but, well, after the auction was over, all the masks were back on the rack. So I reckon the guests done finished up and filed out one by one like they were supposed to. Nurse Needler, once the auction had restarted, what exactly were you doing? I was pretending to be Miss Ringer and placing beds just as the ringleader wanted. I had to win the clothes box as I had been instructed. I had a dead body inside after all. Imagine if somebody else had won it. We would have been in real trouble. How would you take the fucking box out of the upstairs thing, though? Madness. Fletcher is saying, so in other words, we can't trust a word you said. I know. So you had no idea that the victim had vacated the box in the meantime? No, not until we came back up so I could pay for it. That was when we noticed. The ringleader told me to go look for her right away. Wait, so you partook in the murder and you're alright with it? What the fuck? Except I found some other girl collapsed at the foot of the ladder instead. Okay. Yeah, she must have fallen from up on the roof and been knocked unconscious. Yes, the victim must have left that hatch wide open, huh? That would explain it. Kay would have been so shocked by seeing Miss Ringer fall motionless right in front of her that she wouldn't have seen the open hatch and fallen right through it. That explains the noise that caused you to faint as well, Miss Hart. It was the sound of Kay crash landing onto the storeroom floor. Oh, that would have been sore. Yeah, I suppose. Can't believe something like that done knocked me out for so long, though. So in summary, by the time Miss Needler found Kay, you were already sound asleep behind the statue. I think we've got a good grasp on what occurred up to this point now. Nurse Needler, if you would continue. Sure, so I found Kay and next I found Miss Ringer. I put them both in the clothes box. You put them together in the clothes box? Fuck, you know. We couldn't risk any of the auction goers seeing them. That would have caused a real hullabaloo. Was that your idea or the ringleader's? Theirs. But putting the raincoat on Miss Ringer was my own idea. So I tried to get rid of it before they found out what I'd done. Huh. I imagine they were none too pleased when it showed up as a surprise piece of evidence in this case. And lastly, the ringleader and I put her in an auctioneer's outfit we'd prepared. Of course, which completed the deception and made everyone think she was the auctioneer. All in all, the auction finished up without anybody noticing anything, and that was that. You helped in a murder and you're not bothered about it. I know he was the ringleader was saying that they were going to be threatened or something, but what the fuck? Now that we know the extent of your crimes, Nurse Needler, if you have anything further to share, I'd advise you do so immediately. I wish I could tell you more, but I'm sorry, that's all I know. Oh, except for one other thing. It did seem a little strange, I guess. When I was borrowing Miss Ringer's clothes, I took everything I could, but I couldn't take her hair, obviously, so ouch. You're dang right you couldn't take her hair. What kind of medical professional are you? That's where you draw the line, so taking her clothes was okay. Our hair was totally different, the style, the length, everything. I kind of panicked. But the ringleader thought of everything, including wigs. What? 2 of them, in fact. There was a straight one and a wavy one. They were both stashed in the clothes box. 2 wigs? But why? Right, I wondered that too. I thought maybe they were worried she might have changed up her style. Anyway, I took the straight one. That was the one that matched her hair on the day. Leaving a wavy wig in the box. What the fuck? What is up with the 2 wigs? Nurse Needler's statement, data jotted down in the organizer. And that's everything you know. There's nothing else you're forgetting. You helped in a murder and you don't seem that bothered about it. What the fuck? No, why is the grandma not beating the shit out of you? No, really, grandma, that's everything. And I take it that you really have no idea who the ringleader might be. Sorry, I only know that they were in charge of the auction. What? Why did you help out? What the fuck is going... Why did you help out? I didn't see them without their mask on. And they were pretty careful to keep their identity a secret from everyone. If I can't get something... Why did you help a random person that you don't know what they look like? Oh, well, Miles, are we to be done? That's madness. That nurse is an idiot. Why did she help that person out? I don't understand. Did anyone else catch why she helped them out? Like, why did she ever... Why did she... How did they ask them if they don't even... If they were wearing a mask? What was... How was the nurse roped into any of this? Was she just walking around the building at the time? You've proven the nurse was part of the murder plot, but sadly for you, it doesn't change a whole lot. Because it does nothing to prove that Kay Faraday isn't the ringleader. And justice must prevail. We can't change the law even for your sake. What are you talking about? Didn't we just, like, have evidence that she fell and damaged her head? Remember she mentioned something about Grandma being hurt too? Did she? Chances are Hertz was being threatened. Oh. Is this it? Am I not going to be able to save Kay?
Objection!
Yes! Franziska! Franziska, what are you doing here? I am here to save your ass, you stupid asshole. As I told you before, Miles Edgeworth, where the case leads, I follow. Oh my god, Franziska. We all bow to your awesomeness. Your dedication is an inspiration to us all. But don't go getting the wrong idea, little brother. Little brother? Oh my god. Wait, little brother? Isn't he older than her? I'm only here to deliver the truth regarding the suspect. I'm certainly not here to forgive you. Forgive me? What? For failing? I don't know. For abandoning the way of the prosecutor. Did you just call him little brother? He's like years older than you. I understand that. You should thank your former subordinate for what I'm about to share. Gumshoe? In his desperation to help Kay Faraday, he gave me a valuable piece of information. Detective Gumshoe did that? What? What the fuck? Prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth. What are you getting at? For the final piece of the puzzle. Rosie Ringer's head wound was the first of the injuries she suffered. Not the same. Evangeline, don't sing Little Miles. This is actually hilarious. Well, someone say something. Yes, there's no easy way to say this, Franziska, but we already proved that ourselves. You what? Yes, just a few minutes ago. Ow! Well, why didn't you say so sooner? Because I didn't know what you were going to say. Come on. You didn't exactly give us a chance. And I suppose you know about the murder weapon too? No, not yet. Ha! Good. Then listen up. The victim was struck on the head with a blunt object bearing a circular surface. And the wounds to the chest were actually inflicted post-mortem. A circular surface?
Objection.
What the fuck? Evangeline, I don't want to sing everyone's confused. And you're certain of that, I assume? Your sources are above board? Two trusted medical professionals reached the same conclusion independently. You couldn't ask for more.
Objection.
That's certainly good to know. Unfortunately, you're overstepping the bounds of what? I am the prosecutor in charge of Interpol's investigation into the underground auction. And this murder occurred during that auction. It would be negligent of me not to pursue leads pertaining to related parties. Especially the victim. Yeah, shut it, Excelsius. My, you've really become quite the force to be reckoned with, haven't you, my dear? Then all parties are in agreement. The victim died from a blow to the head. Autopsy report data updated in my organizer. Sadly, the murder weapon itself has yet to be identified. Huh, based on the shape, I might have an idea or two. What did we say the shape was? Like, What do we have that could indicate that it was a murder weapon? I don't have a clue. But guys, I didn't turn up any other weapon during my investigation. And yet, one need only think about the setting and an auctioneer's tools, and the answer should be, oh, the gavel? An object with a circular surface used in an auction. We're obviously talking about... What would an auctioneer have readily at hand? Think about it. An auctioneer's hammer, of course. But we never found one of those. If the auctioneer was indeed the killer, it does seem a likely candidate for the murder weapon. But without the evidence to support your theory, it remains nothing more than that. Oh, I have just the evidence you need right here. What are you talking about? This piece of evidence strongly suggests that the auctioneer's hammer was the murder weapon. What the fuck is he talking about? What? What is he talking about? Is he talking about... Causes that appears to be blunt force trauma from an object with a circular... Oh, there you go.
Take that!
Oh, God, it's fucking... Fuck me. Oh, my God. Suck a dick! Mate, it says a circular weapon, you bastard. Fuck off, game. It's not that. What on earth? What? Right, what the fuck? What other piece of evidence... Right, a mass model made of cheap plastic. Is that... Doesn't say anything. Don't know, that doesn't say shit. That didn't say shit. That's not it. Key card. Nope. What is that? Blood was detected in the secret elevator. It looks like it dripped through the floor to below. What the fuck? Oh my god. If the hammer really is a murder weapon, did anything change from before it was used? Oh wait, it's a fucking testimony. Where is it? 11. Auctioneer continuing at the ring's murder, but the sign of the auctioneer. Yeah.
Take that!
Miss Hart told us something very important about the auction after the murder occurred. She said that the very prominent sound of the auctioneer's hammer could no longer be heard. Now, why would that be? I'll tell you why. Because it had just been used in a murder and was covered in the victim's blood. It would need to be disposed of. Isn't that right, Chairman Winner? I'll have our people look into it right away. Oh, ho, ho, you really are like a dog with a bone, aren't you, dear boy? But if you can't dedicate yourself to a cause when you're young, when can you? He seems very confident we'll never find it. Very well, a search for the murder weapon will be conducted. In the meantime, this court is in recess. Oh, I've been waiting for this. Yes, you piece of shit, Gabe. You make me suffer. Right. Oh my days, that was a mega long stream. Oh shit, I've been going for 3 hours, over 3 hours. Well, I don't usually do 3 hour streams, they're usually 2 hours. But we'll leave it there for now. The plot thickens. Clearly the chairman is the killer. We need to just prove it. Turns out that the nurse was in on it for some reason. Maybe because the old lady was being threatened, as Fletchard was suggesting. But yeah, we'll leave it there for now. We will continue this next week, Sunday, same time, same place. But for now, I am Ash Mannix. I have suffered and had to use a guide for this game, like with every game. This is Ace Attorney Investigations Collection, and I will hopefully see you guys next time. Later!